Hi, everyone. Welcome to Cloudy Party Tea Time, Episode 9. Tonight is the biggest event in the world. Even bigger than the Magical Girl Turf War, even bigger than Harry and Hermione getting married, even bigger than Ron being attacked by emo hair in a dark alley.
Well, yeah, it's the last week of the Olympics.
Of course.
Okay, besides that, it's the beautiful overture, the Ouran High School Host Club Symphony. And tonight, we have a special guest, my homegirl, who's part of MOMR3. In case you don't know or you've been living under a rock, made this music room 3. My dear sweet Rosalite. Hi. Isn't she cute?
Okay, that was adorable.
And, of course, we have our regular girls, Vampy.
Hello.
And Princess I.
Hey there.
And incidentally enough, Miss Who is still stuck in the time void right now, but we'll hope she shows up today. She actually fixed her TARDIS, but she got lost again on her way here. Well, you're the one who spilled nacho cheese on the control panel.
Not my fault. I thought it was a nacho cheese holder.
Not if it had blinking lights or anything.
It didn't.
God.
Sort of. You know, she just needs to fix it, okay? It's not my fault that it just decided to die unexpectedly.
Hey, for all we know, she maybe ended up in the Sailor Moon verse and she's having a hard time getting back.
Oh, dear God, Sailor Moon probably got her.
It's not my fault. I just
Yes,
wanted...
it is.
It is not. I just wanted to look at the silver crystal, okay? I just wanted to look, and I kind of got it on my shelf. It's really pretty, you guys. It makes really great prisms.
And the last time we went back in time, we were chased by cavemen.
That was
There's
your
a reason
fault.
why it's look, don't touch.
That was your fault, Pie. You were
No,
that
it was
had
actually
to
your
use
fault.
Feminine wild.
Excuse me now.
What did I get myself into?
Just time traveler. Well, we can blame Nell for not stopping Usher from discovering Justin Bieber.
Damn it, Nell.
Sorry, it was entertaining to say the least.
And now we have him here, and we can't get rid of him.
We've been trying.
Yeah, we're trying to deport him back to Canada. Hopefully he'll stay there.
Canada don't want him back. That's the thing.
That's why I gave him to us.
Anyway.
Tonight we'll be talking about Ouran High School Host Club, the greatest shoujo-y parody anime in the world that has caused many fangirls to lose their minds, many fanboys to get envious, many older siblings to tease the crap out of you, and many people to suddenly spawn fan characters out the woodwork, to ship their favorite characters together with them, or ship their favorite characters together with their other favorite characters. We have the twins going after each other. We have Tanuki going after Kyoya. We have Mori and Honey going after each other, even though they're cousins. And Haruhi's the host club's doorknob. Everybody wants a turn. So, basically, that's your Ouran fandom in a nutshell. We're the normal fangirls, basically. We haven't gotten to that point, I don't think. But, yeah. In short, we're going to do that. And if Miss Who comes back, yay, she'll get to join us, too. And, well, she's part of it, too. She's part of MOMR3, too, as a gal. Glamorous, amazing, lovely, sassy.
Hello.
Oh, yes, Miss Who!
I am sorry about the nachos on the console, sort of. Not really, kind of.
Yeah, sorry about that. We didn't mean to mess up your TARDIS again.
Oh no, it's okay. It was acting up a little bit. Actually, to tell the truth, I was running late. I'm sorry. Time is fickle sometimes.
It is.
It really is. I'm sorry.
Well, hey, at least you made it.
I got it fixed. It's completely fixed. I was just running a little late. I kind of messed up with the console. Yeah. Hi.
Oh,
Don't
power,
worry, Vampy
please.
will fix it.
Anywho.
So-
Intended.
There's so many puns. They're all intended.
Oh, shut up.
So, we'll start with the first thing that spawned the anime, the manga. Basically, this manga had so many characters that you could shake a stick at. There was Mori Senpai's little brother Satoshi. Poor baby didn't get any screen time in the anime. He didn't exist. There was Reiko, creepy black magic club girl. She was cool. There was no Eclair, thank God. So the manga was actually made of when and actually continued until 2010. And let's just say this spawned a lot of shipping wars, basically. A lot. Because I think, let's see, the last shipping war was they wanted to ship Haruhi with Hikaru. Would that have worked?
Only if Kyoya would, or only if Kaoru would have shared him.
I don't know. Kaoru was kind of willing to give up Hikaru for Hikaru's happiness. Therefore, it would have worked. Unlike Hikaru, Kaoru isn't really that clingy.
True.
Basically, honestly, it probably would have worked, but then Hikaru wouldn't but then Hikaru would have to deal with his brother glaring at him, because remember, Kaoru was in love with Haru-chan. Then again, they could have made an No, let me get that out of my head now. Okay.
You.
At least according to both Honey and Mori, everyone in the host club had at least some kind of romantic feeling towards Haruhi.
Except for Kyoya, thank God.
Well, it's not hard to imagine. Haruhi doesn't act like the normal, typical girls they're used to, and she doesn't give a fuck.
Mm-hmm. Well, yeah, and they all loved her enough to follow her to Boston. Oh, that's a spoiler, everyone, but still, yeah. And honestly, in the manga, you got to see all of their families. And I think the creator had mommy issues, because you didn't see some of the host club members' mothers.
That makes sense.
I know we saw the twins' mother.
Mm-hmm.
And
Haru-chan and Tanuki's, but Kyoya and Mori and Honey's moms.
So she's like Disney?
Uh-huh. But, however, there is evidence that Honey and Mori's moms are still alive, because they mention them, basically. Kyoya, he doesn't mention his mom. He just mentions his jerk off of the dad. Yeah, I have personal feelings against the guy, but yeah. But, yeah, other than that, I think the creator had mommy issues. Because either one of their moms were dead, she's run off, or she was banished, or she just worked all the time.
yeah.
Mm-hmm.
So she's Disney. Okay.
Or every other anime.
Yeah, that's true.
Because it's like your mom's dead, your dad's run off, and you have to raise yourself in this world. However, I guess Haru-chan's father could count as her mom too, in a sense.
In a sense.
Kind of everyone's mom.
Yeah, I always kind of thought that was an interesting character. Not gonna lie.
Ranka's made of winning awesome. That's all there is to it.
No, he really is. And it's like, okay, well, why the hell not?
Mm-hmm. That's the coolest thing. But other than that, I feel bad for the boys. Tanuki's mom was banished from even contacting him. So it's real sad about that. That's really sad.
That's because his mom was also the mistress.
Yeah, that is true.
So it's kind of obvious that she would be banished.
Mm-hmm. And the twins' mother, even though I'm glad they finally clarified it in the manga, that she actually knows which of the twins is which.
Yeah.
Sure.
Because at first I was like...
Most birth moms usually know, somehow.
Yeah, but she does it because she finds it amusing, basically.
That they get so upset that they can't tell the difference, especially, that their mom can't when she actually can. Just pretends not to for her own amusement.
Mm-hmm.
Actually,
and
it's kind of funny in a way.
And as for their dad, nobody cares about him. Poor guy. He is the most least developed character in the series.
He doesn't even have a first name. He's just Mr. Hitachin.
Exactly. You know you're unimportant if you don't get a name.
Well,
like, he doesn't get a name.
Neither does...
Now, the positive thing is, like Yuzuha, he can tell them apart, too, even with their backs turned to him.
Yep. And then, what else? Oh, yeah. Another unimportant character who didn't get a name, Fuyumi's husband. He didn't get a name.
No, not at all. Then I had to make one.
And one of Kyoyo's brothers didn't get a name until the very end of the manga. That was bad. He didn't get a name.
Yeah, because it's Yuichi and Akito and then his sister. And, no, actually his, her husband does have a name.
Huh?
He is given a name.
What is his name?
Shido, Shido.
That's his last name.
Oh, crap, it is. Never mind.
They didn't get a first name.
He doesn't have a first name.
Even Honey and Mori's dads have first names, and they didn't appear until the very last 2 chapters.
I'm bad at names, says the creator.
Well, she did name some of them after certain items, but yeah. But I think what's funny, though, is that in the manga, they actually mention with the some of the characters, like Nekozawa, for instance, his family manufactures Russian guns.
Jesus.
So, yeah. What does that tell you? Nekozawa's made of winning awesome anyway, but yeah. And Nekozawa apparently was pretty popular in Japan that he actually was given a main role in the live-action series. Ringe got the shaft and was, like, cut out.
Yeah.
1 episode. Well, not even 1, just 2. Even though in the manga she didn't appear as much as she did in the anime. But I guess the manga version of Ringe was tolerable, then the anime happened, and yeah. Ergo was like, screw that. We'd rather have Nekozawa. And, what is his name? Kasanoda. We got to see Kasanoda's family.
I love Casanova-kun.
Casanova, yay. Casanova. It was something else they called that was a medical disease for crabs. Yeah.
About that.
That's awesome.
And mind you, it was Honey who called him that.
That's awesome.
The Shota, the innocent one.
Oh, he's not innocent. I don't care how cute and shota he is. He knows way more adult stuff than he should.
Well, that is true. Well, he's 18, but still. And he was a dick to his cousins when they were kids. When they were kids, yeah.
Yeah, carcinoma.
Carcinoma, yeah.
That's... Carcinoma is a type of cancer, guys. Isn't it?
Carcinoma?
It's the most type of cancer occurring in humans, but it is named for the Greek word for crab.
Yeah.
Huh, okay.
Or growth, yeah.
Oh, God, okay.
There you go. Science.
Science. Hey. But, yeah. It's terrible. Some of the parents don't get names. And, 9% of the time they're either dead, busy, or anything. Then we have certain characters who suddenly get shot up to superstar status.
Like, I know one character that showed up in the manga that was unfortunately missing from the anime that I think would have been really fun was Misuzu's daughter.
Oh, yeah, May. Honestly, yeah, that would... Well, yeah, she's not even mentioned. She don't exist.
Yeah, I don't think Misuzu even mentions having a daughter.
Even though Misuzu was the best flaming tranny in the series besides Ranka.
I was gonna say, don't you dare forget Haruhi's dad on that.
It's like flaming trannies in Ouran are just awesome. They are just made of wind. Well, flaming trannies in general are awesome, but still, these two, if they were, I mean, we have Ranka, who was like abusive to Tanuki. He trolled him to death. That was made of wind. Then there was Misuzu, who put up with him.
Yeah.
But yet, still trolled him by way of playing the piano when he had that moment of despair.
And it's like, that's the only way he could win, would be to play the piano until the twins do their twin thing.
Yeah. The twins weren't as big of jerks as they were in the anime. In the manga, they were pretty tame.
Yeah.
Oh, and we got to see their grandmother too. I forgot.
And then and then a family member who appears in exactly one episode for all of maybe 10 minutes.
Huh?
Renge's father.
Oh yeah.
Renard.
See? Even a character that lasts for 10 minutes get an A.
Because he's only at the beginning and the end of that one episode.
Yeah. After that, he sends he allows her to go to Japan and, bang up job parenting there. Bang up job. Just a bang up job. You send your daughter to a foreign country.
Thankfully, she
knows
Japanese.
Uh-huh. And she scared the normal population. And yet, speaking of Renge, does she scare the general population of Japan with her laughter?
Probably. I would not be surprised.
Done sama laugh.
Is that what that term is actually called?
Yeah.
Because I've noticed so many characters with it, both good characters and bad characters, such as Emerald and Sailor Moon did it.
Yeah, and so did, what was her name? In Utena.
Yeah.
Nanami?
Yeah, Nami did it. A lot of characters do it. It's so nice, I'm a laugh.
I guess people in Japan are just used to it. But I do have to question the logic of Ouran. Her platform. Does it follow them? Or does she have a flatbed?
Show up out of nowhere.
Does she own a flatbed truck and she just, like, loads it on and, like, in the middle of the night, she puts it underground so she can appear?
My question is, why are you surprised if she does? She's rich.
Damn these rich people.
Weird. Yeah. And then, we were discussing this before we started the podcast. Tanuki being able to defy all logic.
Yes.
Because I had a meltdown when I realized that in one episode of the anime, he was hanging from the chandelier, and I never noticed it.
Don't worry, I never noticed him leaning on the letterbox in the first couple episodes.
So, this dude, even though I know he's the main character, but he can defy all logic. He knows he's in an anime. He knows he's an anime character. Well, he probably assumes he's real, and yet, the whole world around him's an anime or something. And yet, if water gets thrown on him, he'll melt because he's celluloid. I mean, celluloid. Yeah.
There it is.
So, yeah, he defies all logic. And he can produce roses at will. He can grow mushrooms. If he goes into a corner. He can change his faces at will. He can turn into a robot.
Yes. He also has his Tanuki inner theater.
Yes.
So, yeah.
So he's a magician who is the son of Sakura and Tuxedo Mask.
Yeah.
Okay.
Let's go with that.
Yeah. And trust me, his inner mind theaters in the live action are creepier than they are in the anime and manga. And honestly, I think every guy in the host club has at least 1 ounce of megalomania in them.
They're rich.
Even though Kyoya is a megalomaniac. But yeah.
They're rich.
Well, maybe Honey Senpai doesn't because he's sweet.
He's crazy.
He's not crazy.
He's an alien, as his brother has stated.
He's crazy, as you can see.
I really still think the whole alien thing that Chica said, that, you know, in his imagination, Honey being all creepy, I think Honey just did it for shits and giggles to scare
That would
us.
not surprise me.
I mean, come on, you're the Honey Nozuka older brother. You get to torture your younger brother in a way that no one else can.
And of course, you know, the torturing isn't just between siblings with, you know, Haruhi's father and the whole chrysanthemum.
Yes.
I like Haruhi's father. He's kind of awesome.
Oh, I love him too. It's just that whole you know, because Tamaki doesn't like chrysanthemums, and just, you know, here, have some chrysanthemums, and no one can say.
Uh-huh. But the biggest troll in the Ouran series, can you guys guess who it is?
Life.
Mori.
Mori Senpai.
Damn, I was close.
I mean, mind you, Mori Senpai is quiet, right? He watched the chaos unfold. But I think that maybe before the host club even begins and the twins don't know what to do, he tells them what to do to torture Tamaki. And he just sits back and watch.
That would not surprise me. You know, especially with his whole, when he gets sleepy, his attitude change.
Mm-hmm. And, you know, I think some of the stuff he does to Honey is just freaking hilarious, but it's justified. Because when they were kids, Honey Senpai tortured him. It was mentioned in the manga. When they were 5 years old, Honey forced him to eat mud pie. And he got sick. He got put in the hospital. He was lost for 2 weeks in the forest because Honey wanted a beetle. So, cousin payback.
It's also possible because of that whole, because Takashi does that whole, you know, his family served the Hani Nozukas.
Uh-huh.
Most likely, Honey tried to take advantage of that when they were younger without realizing that Mori was his own person with his own likes and dislikes.
Yeah.
And then as they grew and they learned each other, they started realizing that. And then Takashi's like, you know what, I'm going to get you back now.
Exactly. And the fact that we use it all the time is just fun. But, yeah, poor Mori Senpai. He is awesome in the sense that he is probably trollish because, you know, come on. You have somebody like Tama that can react to any little thing. You tell him the sky is green, he'll spaz out. You tell him it's raining chilly outside, he'll spaz out.
I just thought of something really funny with trolling that I'm surprised no one tried to do.
What?
Because of how easy it is to make Tamaki think different things. I'm surprised no one did the "it's raining cats and dogs" to see if he would take it literally.
Oh my god, that is awesome! I'm putting that in my head, lock with the key and throw it away. I'm keeping that. We gotta use that for something. But, yeah. It's just, I don't know. It's just native win. However, I really think that some of the anime, well, with the manga, it was good. It was awesome because the twins fought 3 times in the manga. 3 times. Even though
they only have
third
fight
was real.
I think they only have 2 fights in the anime.
No, they only have 1.
Well, if you count the whole their mini, no, it wasn't a fight anyway. Never mind.
Yeah, but in the manga they fight 3 times. In the live action, oh my god, the fight during the live action was awesome. because they used BB guns.
I loved it during the anime when like they're throwing the food at each other and Honey gets put in there and then Mori's trying to get him out of there.
And they used Tanuki as a human shield. But yeah, manga twins were tamer than they were in the live action, in the live action they were too. But in the anime, I think the animator was like, just screw it. We need to get some fangirls, and yeah, that's what happened. They became wild. But I really think when they were kids, yeah, I just think they just messed with people because they just had a sad little life. Poor babies. Not to mention their mom dressed them up as girls.
Yeah, they were adorable. It worked.
Why not, though? She's their mom. She's rich. She can do whatever the fuck she wants. She can get them a therapist. It's not going to kill them.
Therapy is a little too late for those two.
Didn't really kill them, so...
Yeah. And let's just talk Haru-chan. She is such a grounded character, and yet I don't get why she get all these haters.
Because they're jealous that they're not her.
Well, and on top of that, she really... I think more because of her personality than anything. She's definitely an atypical anime heroine. Because of the fact that she does not take shit from anybody.
Exactly.
And unfortunately, due to the fact that this is essentially a reverse harem series, it makes her unappealing to some of the more ardent otakus who want their TNA, damn it.
Or some of the otaku who just hate her for no reason, because I know one who does, and who actually got rid of her in their fic because she just didn't like her.
I think that's usually a standard. It's a standard when people don't like certain characters, they're going to completely edit them out or find a way to cut them out.
Yeah, that's true.
I mean,
some of the fangirls do kill her, too.
The thing is, and one of the things why it's so surprising with Haruhi being written out of stories, she is the main character. For most people, it was, growing up, was with Gundam Wing, the intense hatred of Relina. And she would be written out of stories. And she would be written out of stories, but she wasn't the main character, so it made it, if they did it right, could make a lot of sense. It's a lot harder to write out a main character as opposed to a side character.
Mm-hmm. True.
And make it believable.
Yeah.
If they want to.
I mean, the whole her going to America thing, I know it was in the end of the manga, but remember, the boys followed her. Whereas, you know, some of the fangirls say, oh, she moved to America, or, oh, well, she accidentally died, or, you know, that whole thing. It's like...
Or, I've even read one where she got fed up with the host club and went over to Lobelia.
That's actually a good one.
Just to get her out of the way and just, like, throw her to Lobelia.
In a way, that's actually a good one if you think about it, because it's kind of funny.
Yeah.
They didn't like her anyway.
So, yeah, but she didn't like it over Lobelia.
That was one of the few I've read where they didn't just, flat out made her change her characterization to be just this horrible person. They gave her, like, good reasons for leaving and going to Lobelia, mainly, because of her mother.
See, that's kind of cool. I actually like that theory. But the other fangirls, they just do it. They be like, oh, well, we don't like her. Or they just get her out the way because they want to be with a certain character.
Yeah.
Pretty much.
So it's like, yeah.
Kind of like a reverse of Mamoru.
Mm-hmm. But I like Haru-chan. She's interesting. She's an interesting person. I mean, she doesn't... Honestly, the creator, she could have did more in the anime and manga. Live action wise, I like how they did change her a little bit. I'm happy how they changed her, but other than that, it's like she still was a little bit flat. Not a bad flat, she was just a little bit of a flat character.
But I think that's also one of the big appeals of her, too, is... Because it's been brought up, like, when she was doing the singing stuff, like, she can't sing, she doesn't really know how to act. she's just monotone with those, and I think that's actually, as having a flat character done right can actually make for very interesting characterizations.
Yep.
And we did get some emotions from her in the last episode. She kind of did get jealous.
So, I mean, if done right, it can work.
And in a way, it's not so much that she's monotone so much, it's just that her level of concern is different than everyone else's.
Yeah.
It's extremely different. And so when she's sincere, she is quite sincere. And for some people, it may come off flat, but she is being genuine about her emotions about things. When she thinks people need to be defended, she'll do it. It doesn't occur to her that she shouldn't or that she needs to help. It's just how Haruhi is. So, in a way, the monotone and how she does not really react the way most people would, it balances out pretty well. And it's not a flaw, actually.
And in the and some of the actresses who have portrayed her, they say they enjoy portraying her. Her English actress says he's one of her favorite characters.
Well, yeah, because in a lot of American shows and dub shows, we don't get characters like Haruhi that often. And when we do, their background, they don't really get to be in the foreground.
And honestly, she doesn't have a Mary Sue trait, really.
I mean, she's got her flaws.
Yeah. Well, you could say she's an anti-Sue, actually.
Yeah, I can see that.
Anti-Sue is the opposite of Mary Sue, where they can't do anything right.
And I still say that day she stepped in the music room and she, saw the vase falling, I still say, even though I yelled it at my TV when I watch it, is run, Haruhi, run. Because if she would have got to that door quick enough and ran, they couldn't have found her. She could have changed her hair, put on a girl's uniform, and been done.
Except I could see Kyoya still being able to track her down.
Yeah, pretty much. I'm still not quite sure how he has all that security, though.
He's Kyoya fucking Otori. He can do anything.
Yeah, but he's a doctor's son, basically. I mean, what do you need all that security for?
Well, he does work with the host club, so he has to separate the cray-crays from the normals.
Still, he's the doctor's son. He actually has no real connection to any police force. That's more of a Honey Senpai's area. And not to mention, if they had issues like that, wouldn't the school actually be the ones in charge of the whole guards and stuff? And they would actually put either Honey Senpai or Mori in charge of it instead of Kyoya, because those two actually have background in some military security things. That's what their family does. Kyoya's family does not. So, how does this make sense?
I have no idea. I'll just stick by it again. He's Kyoya fucking Otori. He can do anything he wants.
I don't know.
I raised some really questions, but
I don't know. Like, my guess was always just basically, like, Kyoya's father, Kyoya's dad may have started off as a doctor, but obviously he's got a monopoly on something. So it would make sense if he's really that important that he would basically have his own private police force to protect his family. Obviously, it's definitely taken a step into the absurd, but there are major families, or just pretty, like, even where I live, like, some of the biggest, like, hotel families, basically, like, they do have pretty much their entire own private security force, because there's been a couple times where people's kids have been kidnapped. So it makes sense, but again, it's definitely on a verge of absurd. But then again, this entire series kind of runs on the absurd. So
absurd is its middle name.
And in the live action, his dad did look like Tony Soprano in the live action.
Oh, God, why?
He really did look like Tony Soprano, and they were sitting around the table. So, yeah.
Well, there you have it then.
What was in the movie? But still, it's kind of funny. And it's bad when a fangirl actually knows who Tony Soprano is and associates it with Ouran.
No, it's not that
That's
weird.
bad.
I've seen the entirety of Sopranos, so I have every DVD of it.
I love you now.
I haven't seen it. I got bored halfway.
And if you do ever see it, just warn, the ending sucks. They stop halfway through a sentence.
Yeah, I saw that part. I mean, it was everywhere. I was not under a rock during that point in time. I just didn't care.
Are you sure? I mean, there are a lot of really nice rocks in our area.
No. Oh, wow. Oh, sorry, I got a little distracted. There's Sailor Moon underwear.
Yeah, basically, some of the stuff that happens in Ouran, it's like, but mind you, the teachers in the Ouran Academy, you don't see them.
That's because they're like in Utena. They don't exist. It's
And the
one of
students
those
are
characters.
Yeah. And yet you see the students doing anything. How do they graduate?
They have money
In a month.
to graduate.
They're rich. They don't need to actually graduate. They just have to live. They just have to stay there for 4 years.
Duh.
Well, I say it again. Bang up job in parenting. Bang up job. But in the manga, the teachers are shown. You actually know who some of them are. And I guess in the anime, one teacher was shown, but that was during a flashback. Other than that, you don't see it. The students do what they want.
Duh. Don't you know it's Utena? There's only one principal. 2 adults ever seen.
Mm-hmm.
Done.
And we obviously know Tanuki's dad is a special case. But yeah.
That's because he is Tom. I swear, because of how alike they are, I don't think they're father and son. I think he's an alternate Tanuki from an alternate future. That has come back and had his self as a son.
You know, this sounds like a story I've read. Oh, wait a minute, that's Futurama.
He's a soul. Okay, yeah. Okay, I like that theory. I love you guys. Oh, that theory is awesome.
One of the funniest things, though, with some of the pairings that tended to come up, the Haruhi Hikaru pairing was especially funny because the voice actors for Haruhi and Hikaru in Japanese are actually married.
And every fangirl in the world rejoiced about that.
Which makes no sense because it doesn't actually mean the characters themselves got married anyway.
Hold on. We at Cotty Party Tea Time do support the pairing of Haruhi and Hikaru. We just don't accept it often as canon, because if it's canon, then it'll script in and Tanuki will become an old cat dude and he'll live in a house throwing cats while screaming insanely. So we do not support that. We do not support that. And please, please, please do not attack us because, yeah, please don't attack us. There, disclaimer.
We love you.
Excuse me for having an opinion that it does not, what people in real life do does not equal what characters do. Is there
I know,
a disconnect of crazy people?
You know, I always do my disclaimers. Everyone enjoys them.
Yeah, but you told me whole cat thing from Futurama.
The Simpsons. The cat thing is the Simpsons.
Simpsons, Futurama, same thing. One's in the future,
Everyone did
the
it
other's
first.
in the past.
I'm going to leave that alone, but yeah.
What? They both have the same stylistic choices.
I know, it's made by the same creator, but
Exactly. So I was right. Thank you.
There are actually references to Futurama being the future of Simpsons.
ooh, yay.
Told you. Ha! Win!
Okay. But yeah. The fandom get cray-cray about pairing.
Duh. Have you seen the Harry Potter fandom last time you checked? It's a
Yes, I have.
I'm hiding from them right now.
Mm-hmm. Basically, all of us have a fandom that we go to when it gets too heated.
Indeed.
It's like, if a fandom war breaks out in the current fandom you in, GTFO and go to another go to your secondary fandom when it gets too heated and wait till the heat cool down.
Indeed. In this
I have Kamen Rider, so yeah.
I have Sailor Moon. For the most part.
Same. Sailor Moon.
What about you, I?
What?
What fandom do you go to when it becomes too heated, when it's a fandom war?
You do realize that basically I'm not evolved enough in any particular fandom to get really dragged into the wars, so I just sit back with the popcorn and just watch.
Oh, God.
It's kind of weird. Ouran's fandom doesn't have bad wars often. The biggest war to ever lasted a week, and everybody was back to being friends.
While in Harry Potter fandom, it took years. The fields are laden with our bodies of our fallen comrades, and the blood torn friendships and families apart. It was a madhouse. A madhouse.
It's kind of like the fandom with the Avengers. Poor Loki. I love him. Loki's hot.
You can keep him. I don't really care.
Oh.
Yeah.
Anyway.
Hey. I'm not the one who likes the dude that got fucked by a horse.
I'm okay with the whole horse thing. I'm even okay with the wolf thing, because Fenrir can be adorable if done right, a.k.a. mystical detective Loki.
Yeah, but he also has a snake for a son, a horse for a son, and a half-dead girl for a daughter.
Yeah, well, it could be worse. You haven't seen most of what happens in some of my tabletop RPGs.
You don't know what happened in my head.
Alright, okay. The Ouran Academy's female uniform, is it a yellow abomination?
Yeah. Yeah, it kind of
So
is.
damn ugly.
The style, I think, could be good if they chose a different color.
Yes, I agree with this.
Well, in the manga, in the manga it was yellow.
Well, like I can kind of understand it because, of course, yellow, gold,
Money.
freaking rich people.
Yeah.
But
then
oh
again,
god,
isn't it like a lighter yellow in the anime?
No, it's canary yellow, bright canary yellow.
So why do I sometimes feel like it's like a pale yellow?
It's not.
I really like the live action uniform.
It's white.
Like, the color, I think, works if they had done, like, the anime uniform style with that color. Like, full
Rose,
white.
It's white.
Yeah, I know.
They're girls.
It works.
But it's white, and they're chicks.
So?
Do you know what happens every month to a chick?
Yes, you just make sure that you're properly prepared.
yeah, basically.
Ew!
I mean, there are plenty of women that have to wear white all the time, and so what do you think they do? They make sure they're properly secured.
I mean, it could be worse. I mean, they could have kept the pink from the anime elementary school into the high school.
It would have been cute.
No,
Or they could have used the middle school live action uniforms for the high school.
Yeah.
Those were actually pretty nice.
what color were those?
They were
Blackish. They were like a dark color with a
navy blue.
yeah, with
navy blue.
with a white bow collar thing.
Yeah, and the skirt was this what is it called? The thing Britney Spears wore in her music video, the schoolgirl coat, schoolgirl thingy.
It was plaid.
Yeah, plaid.
Wow, it's plaid. It's not schoolgirl thingy. It's just plaid. What did you say?
What I really liked was the preschool attire, just because it's so
Yeah,
cute.
they're cute. Yes.
Those poor preschoolers.
Well, it was cute, and then in the anime they had solar uniforms. That was adorable.
That's because it
was like a little white shirt, a pink, like kind of not quite pink. It was like a salmony collar with a lighter salmony color bow and a little salmony skirt.
Mhm. Whereas in high school you go to yellow and it's like, what the heck? And that's why, people say, oh, well, you shouldn't change the girls' uniform because it disrespects canon. No. There's such thing as a school coming to, school. Kids in school actually do petition to change the uniform.
Yeah.
I actually petitioned my high school to give us a school uniform similar to Japanese style.
See, I did that too when I was in elementary school.
Yeah, I didn't, because I didn't care. And I just wanted to wear my torn jeans and my tie-dye shirt.
Yeah. It's like, oh, this is that canon. It doesn't work. It's be like, dude. That's why everybody who comes to our group, MOMR3, they love our uniforms because I give a thorough explanation of why there are 3 choices.
Honestly, I didn't know that at the first, so because I never bothered reading most of the time.
So it's thorough, and, people actually start respecting it after a while. They're like, okay, we can understand that. Petitioning, it's like the school uniforms, in my theory, were used since the 50s, since the school opened up.
Actually, it probably would have been from the 40s, to be honest. Makes more sense.
I'm going to change that. I actually like that. The 50s. You know what? Make it the 20s.
Well, it makes sense. I mean, think about the stylistic choices at that point in time, and then look at what we got now, too. So, It makes sense if it was from an older generation, but I would imagine the skirts were longer then.
Yeah. Then over the years, the skirt shortened, and then eventually it's just like, you know what? We need a different uniform.
Mm-hmm.
What more do you want? We already made it so that your ankles could show. Ethan.
Which is horrible enough as is.
Oh.
As thus the ultra micro mini skirt uniform appears. And boys can't concentrate in class anymore.
Yeah, no, that's actually why in my high school originally we did have a skirt as part of the uniform. Literally 2 years before I got there, they said, no, the girls can't wear skirts anymore. Because guess what was happening?
Well, whose fault is that? The boys. And whose fault is that? The boys. And why no one teaches them to pay attention to their own paper? Okay.
Well, that and also the girls literally just kept hiking them up to ridiculous heights.
That's true.
Why do I see the boys at Ouran just high-fiving each other when they see the girls in the skirts like, oh, I saw her calves today, or oh, I saw her ankles today?
Well,
that's awesome.
Explain why Nat doesn't wear the girls' uniform.
Yeah.
Fuck that shit.
Well, yeah, Nat's adorable, though, so it's okay.
Yeah. I'm still not quite clear on how she gets away with it, but okay.
Oh, don't worry. I'll come up with something for you and send it to you. I'll email it to you.
Because we say so.
And honestly, the first maiden to ever wear the miniskirt uniform was Mimi. Because she was so tiny.
Regular clothes don't fit.
She was so tiny they didn't have a uniform in her size. So she got one of the prototype uniforms.
That looks like a dress on her.
Well, yeah. So it's like, yay, Mimi was the first to pioneer it, basically, because she was so tiny.
Thanks.
Because she got lost in the yellow uniform when she put it on.
Well, hey.
Uh-huh. And the boys' uniforms, they're not bad because they get choices. They get to wear the blazer. They get to wear the sweater vest. They get to wear a sweater. They don't got to wear the blazer all the time. All the time.
Now, the positive thing is, at least in the manga, the girls did have the sweater things and then the little boleros to kind of give at least a little bit of a difference.
Oh, yeah, I forgot about that. Ringe actually did wear one of them.
Yeah, she wore the bolero, and then there's there's a long sweater. It's like they're called ulsters, but it's like this sweater dress thing that they wear over their uniforms.
It was an abomination. I'm sorry. It's still an abomination.
Oh, I'm not arguing that. I was just pointing it out.
I know. I'm just saying. But, yeah, anyone who enters the fandom and see them uniforms is like, nope, we gotta change it.
They're so ugly. What can we do? Burn them.
They're yellow. It's canary yellow. It would have been okay if it was a different color or a different style to keep up with the times, you know?
Burn them.
And what also is the fact that for the longest time, until one later chapter in manga, we didn't know they had a college on the same property. We didn't know. We thought, oh, the college students, bye-bye. The ones who graduated, see you later, see ya. You see them walking around, you be like, shouldn't you be gone? My college is next door. Shouldn't you be gone?
Which is funny because there was actually a high school around me that was right next to my community college that I went to.
See?
Yeah, it's the same thing here. We have the middle schools right next to the elementary schools, which are near the high school, which is near the college down the street.
Goodness.
See? So I was like, shouldn't you be gone?
Like, go away.
Go away. You're done here. Go home.
Go be adult.
Yeah.
I don't want to be an adult. Adulting is not fun.
It isn't.
I mean, Mori and Honey have special privileges because they're Takashi and Mori. Takashi and Honey. They can do anything.
Honey's still tiny. He can pass for a 12-year-old.
Yeah.
And he does, frequently.
Uh-huh. I feel so bad for him when he goes to a bar.
They are not going to believe his ID ever.
I think they take it from him.
Oh, God. Now I have a horrible idea, and I'm going to write it, and I hate you all.
I love you.
And then imagine him walking around, like, the middle school or elementary district, and he's going to visit his brother or something, and all these 12-year-olds are hitting on him.
It's like, dude, I'm dating someone. Well, how old is she? She's in college. Shut up.
Whoa, you're so cool. Wait a minute, isn't she too old for you? You're just 12.
I think if he walked around if he walked near a normal elementary school or something, I think they would grab him and toss him into a uniform and force him to go to school.
Yeah, because they'd be like, they'd be like, you either go to school or you're going to be charged with truancy or whatever that word is that, that when you're not going to school. And he's like, but I've already graduated.
Really? Unlikely story. Get in the back of the vehicle. We're going to take you back to school. Kids these days, they just don't like going to school. You just have to go and bother with them all the time.
Maybe that explains why in the manga the dude, his shoes have, he wear elevator shoes. That explains so much in the manga, probably. Oh, God, imagine if he takes his driver's test.
He can't reach the pedals.
Can you even see over the seat, sir? Sir? Sir, do not eat candy while we're trying to give you your test.
Please
sir,
Please take the bunny out of the passenger seat. That is my spot.
Sir, why do you even have this bunny? What are you doing? Sir, excuse me, sir.
And I think in the back seat of the car, the twins would have their camera phones and just laughing, recording it.
Yeah, and until they stop laughing because Honey's driving.
Yeah. And he crashes somewhere.
Yeah, it sucks. He's so tiny. Whereas in the manga, they kind of did say, well, it was Haruhi's dream. But probably would have made a lot more sense why he's so tiny. But in the manga, they did say everyone in his family was tiny. Except for Chika. He's a freak of nature, so he's not that tiny.
For a long time, like, when I'd first gotten into the fandom and I had friends who watched it, and they'd ask me, because I had some of the mangas at the time, they're like, why is he so small? I pretty much couldn't think of a reason, a realistic reason, so I said, and I can't remember if it actually came out in the manga, like, as a joke at one point, someone saying it, that Kyoya keeps drugging him.
Oh, that was in the manga.
But, like, I think I hadn't read that one yet, and I just kind of said it. I was like, oh, it's because Kyoya's drugging him to keep him tiny.
And lo and behold...
Wait a minute, what? So Kyoya's been basically inhibiting his growth?
Haruhi dreamed that at some point in the manga, I think.
Yeah. I was about to say, I'm like, because if that's true, then you should be in jail.
Well, he is the son of a doctor. I wouldn't put it past him. I mean, would you want two blonde idiots in the same club, getting on your nerves every day?
Yeah.
Well, I also don't want Children of the Corn to happen either with Sweet.
And mind you,
walks between the dessert aisles.
And mind you, Kyoya enjoyed the fact that he didn't have to buy so many cakes for Honey Senpai when he had the cavity.
He who walks between the dessert aisles.
So, poor Honey Senpai, his life is just messed up. I think without Mori, he'd be an angry, bitter little Shota. He really would.
I think so.
That would actually be an interesting story.
Uh-huh. Whereas in the live action, he's average height. Thank God.
But he just, like, thanks to the weird special effects, he just kind of goes chibi once in a while.
Oh, well, actually, the chibi thing, it's actually a little kid actor who was chibi version of Honey for 2 episodes. And then they got rid of it, thank God. It was stupid.
It was creepy.
Like, he can magically shrink? What? But
I would not have put, because of some of the crazy effects that happen in the live action, I would not have really been terribly surprised.
extreme lens flare. Oh, wait, no, that's Star Trek. Extreme the shonen sparkle.
You know, the sparkles, the things that randomly hit Tanuki for no apparent reason.
Oh, yeah. The twins booby trapping the area.
The banana peels.
That was beautiful. Oh, yeah, the banana peels. I forgot about that. And the random monkey that showed up, but we actually got the origin of where the monkey came from. It was sitting on the platform with Ringay. So maybe Michael Jackson lent her bubbles.
Oh my god.
Well, he wasn't dead yet then, so maybe.
So maybe she lent it to him. Well, maybe he lent it to Ringay and Ringay kept them as a pet. But, no, wait. I got it. Okay. This is terrible. I came up with this just now. Okay, maybe Ringay went to the Neverland Ranch during spring break. She asked Michael Jackson if she could borrow Bubbles. So Michael Jackson said okay. So when she went back to Japan, Bubbles was sitting there eating bananas while she tried Commoner's coffee. She didn't like it. But then after her whole little segment was over, she was going to take Bubbles back, but Bubbles escaped. So Bubbles is somewhere in Ouran Academy. And loves trolling the host club with banana peels.
I don't think I'm surprised anymore.
You guys are quiet now. Was that dumb?
Huh? No. I'm sorry. I spaced out. You know how I do.
I was about to say, I think you broke them.
No. I just actually spaced out on something, and I always do that sometimes when she starts rambling a little.
Hey!
Oh, just like what we do with you, Kuro.
Yeah. I know. Except when I ramble, I ramble and swear.
Yeah.
But yeah, the whole anything in Ouran that happens, it happens. I wouldn't be surprised if, and this was like, we brought this up during one of our breaks during our last podcast. During the random one, we were talking, and like, say everything bad happens in Japan. Godzilla, everything bad happens in Tokyo. Let's see, Godzilla, Sailor Moon, car captors.
Not even Usuna, actually.
The Magic Knight Rirth movie.
Yeah.
Ava.
Ava. Basically, and then there's Ouran Academy. I think some of the students there probably would notice some of the stuff that would happen in Japan. And they would probably either A, shrug it off, B, say they need help, C, pull out a flask from their backpacks and just toss it. They need to lay off whatever they're drinking. Or C, the magical clock device, a.k.a. Sailor Moon Silver Crystal, wipes everyone's mind.
Again.
Repeatedly.
Yeah,
often.
Repeated.
So, yeah. Some of the stuff that happens in Ouran is part of the anime universe.
Or people just keep hitting the cosmic reset button and they keep screwing up with Ouran.
Oh, yeah, because they did stay in the spring semester for her. Lord knows how many chapters.
That's Sailor Moon's fault. Remember, she reset it so that they're still in school in early, like, October or something. Like, before winter, again.
And I could just imagine if anyone from Ouran would find out, they'd be ticked.
You mean I've been going to the same school studying this shit how many times? Are you kidding me? I didn't have to study this? Give me that.
You know what? I think if Haruhi found out, I think she woke up to the study job, either A, backhander, B, slap her, or C, take her crystal and just walk off and say, you have lost your silver crystal privileges.
We will get them back at the end of the year, when a year actually ends.
And a year never ends in Sailor Moon. I'm not quite sure how she made it to 16.
That's a very good question.
You know what? That's my theory. You know what? I think after a while, Haruhi noticed that something was wrong. She went over, we don't know how she met Asagi. She just saw her about to use a crystal and snatched it from her and just kept walking.
Like, nope, no more of this.
Her closet.
Hey, where's my crystal?
You don't get it anymore. You've been a bad princess.
I've been saving the world. What did you expect?
Bad princess.
I'm going to save the world, dang it. I'm going to eat food and talk to my merchant.
I think Haruhi would just look at her and say, I've been dealing with the host club for years. To try to top that and just walk away.
What's the host club?
She shows up and the world ends.
Oh, God.
Haruhi is Saturn?
Sometimes, when she has to be.
Yeah.
Save the world from the host club.
Oh, I get it. Saturn just shows up and is like, look, I'm going to be a baby for a while, and I need somebody to cover for me, so it's you. Have fun.
Someone with semi-omnipotent powers.
I think Haruhi would be turning backflips. I think she'd go to the music room and glare at the host club for a minute, and like she just holds up a paper and say, and that it has the words "I quit" on it. And I think they would ask her why.
Goodbye.
And she just transforms into Solar Saturn, spins the glaive over her head, and says, "This is why," and she just walks out.
I am now awesome. Screw you guys. I'm destroying a planet.
I just know someone would say after a while, is she a cosplayer? I didn't know she was a cosplayer. And she gives us all this hard time.
I think either that or she snaps and just destroys the world after Tanuki does something stupid.
It wouldn't be the first time. I mean, Saturn destroyed an entire couple of planets worth of civilizations.
Oh, God, I think we made a Sailor Moon Ouran crossover just now.
I did it before.
I know, this was awesome.
It's okay. Vampy and I are basically working on a Sailor Moon Game of Thrones crossover right now.
Thank God.
Okay, you know what? We've got to do this now.
Wait a minute. What if Ouran Game of Thrones?
Oh,
no.
my God.
I am not being part of that crazy.
That sounds like fun.
I mean, we had an aborted fanfic crossover. We were gonna do the Hunger Games. I was like, screw that, no.
Aww. You don't want Tanuki and Haruhi having to fight it out?
Not really.
Oh?
You didn't want Tanuki to lose his leg?
No!
You didn't want Tanuki to be obsessed with bread?
No!
He's already obsessed with bread to the point of everyone wanting to murder him. Commoner bread.
Oh!
And, you know, we have every Ouran writer, artist, whatever, has figured this out. For everyone to take their frustrations out on each other in a host club, most specifically towards Tanuki, paintball. There you go, paintball. Okay, his paintball thingy's hurt.
They do.
They really do.
Never done it. Because, you know, I don't like being shot at.
I'm actually, you know, I've gone paintballing and I failed completely. and I just no.
Laser tagging today, it's a lot less painful.
I will stick with I will like I have airsoft guns, and to me they hurt less than paintballs.
And imagine if the host club did this, they would modify their paintball guns.
Oh God.
Tommy guns, machine guns, a bazooka, a paintball bazooka.
Hey, I've seen a paintball grenade.
Yeah, those things are funny. Because literally it's just hilarious just throwing them down and watching everyone freak the hell out.
You know, I thought you guys were going to say change their paintball guns into, like, stink bomb guns.
The twins would do that.
Oh, totally.
Well, no, actually, I have a fix I was planning on doing. The twins get a hold of a potato gun.
No.
Oh, God.
So, yeah. There was a lot of... But our group, we do paintball because it's freaking hilarious. Because Honey Senpai always loses. And he just snapped in one chapter. He finally just snapped. And made it a rule, shoot to kill. And Tanuki always loses. He won once because he was clever and waited and hid under a table inside the arcade and waited. Because no one noticed he was gone. And he won because he shot Honey Senpai at the last second when he walked in. So, paintball's fun. Okay, what else? Let me look at the schedule again. My bad. We got off track, but we kept it on track. Let's see.
Even though we started talking about Sailor Moon again.
But it worked. We actually incorporated it. It's beautiful.
And
we did.
I can always do it. I can always make Sailor Moon fit into any conversation.
We know
it. And we covered a lot of stuff. We were jumping around, but we covered it. We covered the case of the missing mom, the salute to Haruhi-chan, yay. The next one is friendships among men is beautiful. Which type is yours?
What?
God.
Okay, this is a fun game. I did this for the Kamen Rider fandom. Okay, let's say you're at a party on New Year's Eve. Okay, who would you party with? Who would you get into a drinking contest with? Because let's just say the host club are all over 21, even though, yes.
They don't have to be.
Who would you kiss at midnight? And who would you wake up next to in the next morning wondering what the heck happened?
Does Leo count?
Leo counts.
Okay, Leo. For, like, all of them, Leo.
We see who your favorite character is.
Sweetie.
Huh?
Let's see. So it's party, drinking, kiss at midnight, and wake up next to wondering what the hell happened.
Yeah, basically, you have to give a good explanation of why.
Let's see. This probably drinking with Tanuki because I think I could win. Party with the twins because they're cray-cray. Kiss at midnight would be obviously Takashi. And wake up next to wondering what the hell happened would be Kyoya. Be like, why are you here and why are you not with who you're supposed to be? Get out of my bed, I will bite you.
Okay, go ahead. Which one? Who's gonna go next? Vampy? Now?
Okay, I refuse to play this game, so have fun.
Oh, you're evil!
I can't refuse, it's not fair.
No, because, to be totally honest, like, there's really none of the characters who this is going to sound horrible, but it's true. Like, I basically see them only as comic relief and nothing else, so...
Wow. What about the hosts and the maidens?
Oh, yeah, the girls.
I don't know enough about the maidens to be able to say that.
See?
Oh, yeah, that is true.
Wow, guys. Fail.
Well, we'll have to play this after. We'll have to do this again after you do get used to all of us, so that way you can make the decision.
Yeah.
Oh, Lord.
All right.
Save them all.
But, yeah, so in that case, I say nothing. Stampy, your turn.
Yeah.
All right. I only know the anime, so let's see. What were the categories again?
Okay, who would you party with? Who would you get into a drinking contest with? Who would you kiss at midnight? And who would you wake up next to the next morning wondering what the hell happened?
Okay, if we're going by personalities, I would party with Tamaki, drink with Hikaru, kiss at midnight Karu, wake up in the morning with probably Mori. Because why the fuck not?
It's my turn?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. We know what her answer is going to be. Kill ya, kill ya, kill ya, kill ya, kill ya, kill ya, kill ya.
Well, okay, I party with Tanuki because he's fun. I get into a drinking contest with Haruhi because I can take her. Even though I don't drink, I'll be able to take her. Who I kiss at midnight? Kill ya. I hate you.
I told
and
you.
Who I wake up next to in the next morning? Obviously the twins.
Wow.
You're
my reason is
sounds
crazy.
so boring. Can I redo it? Can I redo it?
Yes.
Okay. So, let's see here. Party with the twins, because that'd be fun as hell. Drinking contest. Probably with Honey, because I don't think she'd be able to drink all that much, so I'd win. Kiss at midnight. Leo, because he's sexy as hell. Wake up next to wondering what the fuck happened. I'd have to say Tamaki, because that would just be what the hell is going on.
Oh my god.
My
That was awesome.
sexy and you know it.
Alright, let's see, what else? Because, the Kamen Rider version was funny, but yeah, this amuses me. Great job, everyone!
Yeah, especially you, Pi. You and your wake up with the twins. That's a little adventurous. Quite adventurous.
It's not...
Yeah, it does. It does.
Because it gives innuendos of threesomes.
No, it's just...
Yes, it
You're
does.
totally into it.
I have the twins. I used to be in love with the twins when I was younger.
Yeah, we can see why. Double mint, all right. Double the
Okay.
pleasure.
Okay, next game. Next part of this game. Okay, this one basically cycles back to Disney. What Mickey would say to each of the host club boys.
Okay.
So, we'll start with Tamaki. Kuro,
Oh God, what? Oh no,
you gotta do it.
I gotta do it.
Yes.
Okay. What would Mickey say to Tamaki? Oh, get your ass off my statue! You're fine.
Okay.
Oh God, here we go.
Okay, vote Mori.
Oh yeah. What would Mickey say to Mori?
Oh, what the fuck is this? This is a statue. Oh, what the hell?
Okay, Rose, choose one.
Let's see. Mickey meeting Honey he wouldn't say anything, but he would look back and forth and then kidnap Honey and put him in the It's a Small World.
Goodness.
And then be like,
Kuro?
just be like, "Ha, you're mine now, bitch."
Exactly.
That's awesome. Okay.
I got a new one now.
Exactly.
Come on, Diego. Here you go, honey.
Oh, God. Mickey kidnapping Haruhi and trying to make her into a princess.
Oh, God. Okay. Oh, so you're the main character, aren't you? Yeah, and you are talking now. Oh, Vampy! You are now a Disney princess! Oh! Excuse me? What?
That's awesome.
This not end well for Mickey.
Oh, wow. Okay. Mickey, what would Mickey say to the twins?
Oh, looks like I got a new set of twins for the Twiddledum and Twiddledee. Oh!
And the big one, Kyoya.
Oh, God.
Nothing because Kyoya now owns Disney.
Yeah, basically. Yes.
Oh, I have one. What now? Disney owns you and your soul. Oh, we branched out. We are in Japan. Oh, this is blocked for me. I'm done.
And just for shits and giggles, Ringe.
Oh, God.
GTFO.
Oh, what the fuck is that bitch? Oh, 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 oh. What happened to Mickey? I don't know.
I don't know.
I was going to say Ronka, but it's like it's too easy.
I'm done. Okay, anyway.
Okay, these games are interesting. Okay, oh.
I'm terrified.
I think you lost her.
I'm terrified. The more she laughs, the more scared I get.
I know, right?
I'm sorry. It's just so much fun. Let me look at this. Okay, okay. Oh, wow, we already did the shipping.
Thank goodness.
Ooh, character analysis. Go for it, Vampy.
What? I do question and answer type deals. I can't just do it right off the damn bat, and I only know the anime, so you're just going to get one side.
That works. We love your character analysis.
Oh, this is lovely.
Like, okay, I gotta explain it. Okay, everyone. Back in the day, well, a few weeks ago, I was talking to Vampy on Instant Message, and I was working on a story. And, like, I showed her the preview of it, and she analyzed the crap out of every character in the story. And it was, like, the most beautiful thing she could have ever done. And it's like, I have to share it with the world. So, for your pure heart's listening pleasure, character analysis with Miss Vampy.
Lovely. So who do I have to take a look at first? I mean, which one do you want? Sexual preferences or just overall?
A mixture of both.
Wow, you don't ask for much, now do you?
Yeah, we'll go with Tanuki.
Tanuki. Okay, overall, I mean, it's not like I'm saying anything new here. I mean, anyone could see this. Tanuki is suffering from the basic, usual character type of, oh no, my family doesn't accept me, but they have to live with me. And oh no, I'm actually the bastard child of ex-married man. Isn't that lovely? And I also ruined a marriage. Beautiful. Beautiful. I mean, considering all the crap he's been through, and considering how he takes in all his grandmother's words and turns them in on himself, he's probably actually kind of fucked up, to be honest. I mean, I mean, if Haruhi wasn't in his life, and if he didn't have the host club, he'd probably be more depressing than Honey Without Sweet, or something like that.
Aww.
And so, in a way, he's kind of selfish in a sense, because while he does help the others become more connected with not just him, but with the people around them and with society as a whole, he needs them as much as they need him. He needs them in a way of feeling useful and that he can do something. They need him in a way of being able to show them that they can still be happy. And that's kind of what they do. So, yeah. And as for Tanuki and his sexuality, I pictured Tommy as the type that will go either way. I mean, considering the lack of love he's receiving at this moment, even though his father does love him and he knows that his mother loves him, it is, of course, in a vain hope that his grandmother will accept him is why he keeps trying to be so nice to her and trying so hard to be accepted by her, is because he wants to live up to her expectation, because to live up to her expectation means that he gets affection. And he wants affection badly because he's cut off from his mother. And in a way, he holds his father on the type of pedestal or something that is separate from him, because of their interactions with each other, at least from what I observed, is kind of like he's serious, but his father is not. And so, as good as a relationship he might have with his father, in a sense, you could probably say Tanuki might actually resent his father in some shape and fashion, because of his situation was created by his father's inability to be faithful to his wife, who is now his ex-wife.
Damn.
So, as far as sexuality goes, Tanuki is probably able to welcome any type of affection. It doesn't matter what the sex is of the person. It doesn't matter what they do as a hobby. As long as they love him, he is receptive to anything like that. And yeah.
OMG. Wow.
What?
It's impressive.
Well, our Vampy really knows what she's talking about.
Yeah.
Hey, I only saw the TV show, the anime, one time, and I read up on it just a little bit. I thought it was kind of obvious.
Girl, you are good.
Well, it's just one interpretation of it. I mean, but the anime and some of the other stuff kind of hint at Tanuki having more of a deeper well than what most people like to write him as. I mean, he's not emo, but he's still depressed in his own way, so...
Of course he's not emo. The emo hair didn't attack him when he walked past the dark alley and attached itself to his head.
You are so attached to that thing. Are you sure it's not attached to your head?
I'm sure. I just find it amusing, that's all.
I know. But yeah, Tanuki, that type of thing is just how he probably would be if he was actually fleshed out in a character analysis, probably.
Okay. Someone else choose.
Well, let's give Haruhi a spin.
Yeah.
Ooh, Haruhi. Ironically, I didn't actually look at her too much, but from what we can obviously see, I mean, it's pretty damn obvious that she had to grow up quite fast. And in a way, the reason why she also sticks with the host club, not just because she owes them a debt, that's bullshit. She knows it's bullshit. It's more of the fact that they give her something that she didn't have as a child growing up after her mother died, and that's an actual childhood in some respect. What she lacked is being basically a carefree teen and being a carefree kid, because she always had to take care of things at home, and in a way take care of her father, even though he's also doing the best he can at what he does. She still has to be mom, dad to herself. And though she did well and grew up quite well, there's also that thing where she misses her mother extremely much. And because of that, she kind of also didn't want to form attachments, in a way, if you think about it. She lost her mother terribly. And so she probably, unconsciously, I guess, just resolved not to get close to anyone else again because it hurts too much to do so. So, for that, that's what I think on that, on her when it comes in terms of relationships and bonds on that bit, at least platonically. And then her unconcerned nature is mostly towards herself, but not quite towards herself. It's kind of weird. She's kind of complex for a flat character. Mostly because she's not concerned about herself, but she is concerned about herself. It's more so that she's not concerned about putting herself in danger or risking herself because she knows at least she believes she knows what she's doing. However, she also doesn't know her own boundaries or where she needs to stop. And this is what the host club does for her. Aside from giving her the whole childhood and childlike things, letting her have fun and experience life, she is also getting a type of boundary that they're making for her. They're trying to teach her something, and she doesn't realize she needs to learn this, which is also because of her own background. She didn't actually have that, per se. How would she know anyway? Because her mom died when she was kind of young. So she didn't really have any boundaries or had anyone to tell her, look, you just can't do this by yourself. Now, as sexuality and relationship-wise, she's like Tanuki. It doesn't matter to her. She flat out said it doesn't matter to her. So, for that bit, again, it depends on who it is that's able to get her to care for them and get by her own little walls, and is able to love her for who she is and not try to change her. Instead, if she wanted to, she could probably change herself if she wanted to, but it's not necessary or required in the relationship. Ow, I got a headache.
Sorry.
It's okay. It's just that I didn't actually study Haruhi per se that hard. But then again, I didn't do it to any of them either, so it's okay.
But you were good. You were spot on.
Thanks.
Okay. Next? Or, should we leave it 2 characters or what?
Well, if Vampy's getting a headache because of all this,
yeah.
I think it's safe to say to take it easy.
Yeah. Let's not burn her out today.
It's not that. I kind of slightly have a headache, so it's okay. It comes and goes. I'm just like, well, how am I going to say this shit? And I need to get off the popcorn, because I think it might be the salt.
Mm-hmm.
Anyway. So, anyone else?
Oh. Kyopa?
Kyoya?
Mm-hmm.
Oh, Kyoya's easy as hell. This isn't going to hurt. Kyoya's typical. Seriously typical. He fit the trope to a T. Poor kid. Poor third. It depends on which one you're looking at. Third, fourth, last born. Either way, he has a lot to live up to. And he gets zero sympathy. I'm not going to say a lack of mom is his problem. Even though it contributes to his problem, it only contributes to his problem not because he doesn't have a mother figure, but more so the fact that he had a mom and that person died. So he has a lot in common with Haruhi when it comes to getting close to people. and not wanting to do so because he's already experienced loss. And then you also have the addition of it to being, he has a lot of pressure on him. A lot more than Haruhi has. Way, way more. I mean, come on, you have an older brother that's already a major doctor, that's going to be heir to your father's thing. Your other brother is really pushing the whole, we need to support big brother, we need to support this, what the fuck are you doing, what is wrong with you? And this brother is antagonistic. The sister, who he's close to because she is most like the mother and is kind of like the mom he didn't have, so he kind of substituted her for mom, or lack of mom. But because she got married and moved out, he no longer has that or has that security. And then you got his father, who is pushing this, and he is so distant that Kyoya kind of feels extremely isolated at this point. So there's a lot of things wrong with Kyoya, and there's a lot of things right with him. Like, for instance, because he's extremely smart, he can see the bonds of other people, even though he can't see his own. It's kind of catch-22 in a way. And what else about him? Oh yeah. The thing about Kyoya also is, before Tamaki, he did not think outside of the box. He really did not. He did not think he had a choice in the matter. He also did not think there was anything he can do, which is represented in that one episode where we see more about his background and the metaphor for the painting he was doing and how it led out from the frame of the painting of the artwork he was working on in that small little frame to a big picture of a flower. And this is after he met Tamaki. So Tamaki, to him, represents endless possibilities and being able to actually have a life that may not be the chosen one that his father wants. So that's why his friendship there and his friendship with the others, as well as Haruhi, is extremely important to him. You could also say that, in a way, he kind of likes Haruhi, which, of course, as you said, is canon, but he likes her because of the fact that she looks past the bullshit. Really. That's really kind of why he likes her. At least I think so. And he doesn't have that many real people in his life. So when he comes across one, it's kind of fascinating. And that's why he finds her interesting. He also finds it discerning that she has a lack of self. Even though he himself kind of has a lack of self as well, so it's kind of hilarious. So in a way, you could say he sees himself in Haruhi a bit because they kind of have a shared situation. And that's why he's more affected by what she does than the others. Because it's kind of like a mini version of him as a female.
Tiny female Kyoya.
But as far as sexuality, he could be probably bisexual, I guess. I don't know. With him, it's more so to do with not just him getting attention and affection, but him being able to control the situation. So he's more of a dominant type, I would guess. I mean, he can play the Prince Charming if he wants, or the cold, the Tsunade, or however that works. But for the most part, he wants to be able to control his destiny. And that is basically it.
Wow. I love you for this.
Yes, I can tell.
You're great at
it down.
Sweetie, you should totally just have a blog dedicated to every analysis of every character you can think of in any fandom.
Oh God, this would take ages.
But you're so good at it, right, girl?
Mm-hmm. Absolutely.
See? And trust me, half the stuff you said about Solar Moon, a lot of people would have accepted it.
Well, a lot of people have. Well, some of them, I guess.
Hey, you say the stuff that other people can't.
Well, I mean, it's not like I said anything unoriginal or anything. They just that people think it, and I just said it. So, who else is next, or is this going to be a short cut?
Up to you.
Yeah. You up for it?
Sure. I mean, I have nowhere to go tomorrow.
Okay.
Technically today.
How about Mori Senpai?
Shit, I don't know much about Mori.
No one does.
Yeah.
You go okay,
We
then
just
I can
guess.
just tell you what I think about. I think Mori is a victim of tradition. To be honest. Like, for instance, his entire family was dedicated to helping Honey's family. Even though I think, I don't know, you may want to fact check this. I think he's actually Honey's cousin in some capacity. Yeah, that's what I thought. Even though his family probably technically married into Honey's family, he's still in that, he still probably may have been drilled to always think of Honey's family branch as the top dog. You have to serve them. This is what our family has been doing for generations and generations. And this is basically kind of a running thing for the entire club. I mean, you can see it in every single one of them. Everyone, except for Haruhi, are pressured to be something else. And they're not quite sure if they can handle that. In Mori's case, in a weird way, he kind of made peace with this. It's actually kind of rare and interesting, because he's not rebelling against this thing. He might have rebelled against it when he was younger at some point and wasn't able to express it, which is why martial arts, as much as it's something he has to do because it's part of his training, but it also was probably his outlet for any frustrations he might have had. Or something like that. And considering that he and Honey are actually, well, they're more than master and vassal. It's more of an odd friendship, actually. It's kind of like how do I put this? It's kind of like that a lot of movies or TV shows where you see the person who lives in the house, owns the house, all that type of thing, and they develop a relationship or a friendship with some of the servants and people who work there. And that's how their relationship is. There's still that feel of a boundary, but in some ways it works for them, and specifically only them. Because whereas most people would chafe under what Mori has to do, Mori has found a way to make peace with it, and he doesn't mind. To be honest, out of all of them except for Karu, I guess, he's the one the most at peace with his destiny, or whatever he thinks is his destiny, what he has to do. So he doesn't mind being Honey's guard or trying to make sure that Honey is okay. So, yeah, he's kind of chilling. As for sexuality, with Mori, you can't really tell, to be honest. But I would say he's probably straight. But then again, he's never shown any interest, so I would actually say he was asexual. He doesn't really care. It doesn't matter to him.
Did he reproduce by budding?
No, please don't make that joke. Asexual as in he's not interested in sex. Sex is not important to him. It is not a thing. He is not sexually attracted to another person. It doesn't mean that he can't be romantic with them, and it doesn't mean that with some stimulation that he can't have sex. It just means naturally he doesn't view them as I want to bang that type of person.
Yay, he's a normal teen. Well, he's not a normal teenage boy, but he's still normal.
Ish. Compared to the rest, anyway.
Yeah.
I mean, I consider it normal, so it's not that much of a deal. Anyway.
Yay. Well, I guess we could either do the twins or Honey.
Either works. Y'all pick. I just talk.
All right. Rose?
I vote Honey just because I want to hear the Honey analysis.
Yeah, I'm a little bit curious too.
I wonder why you want to hear the Honey analysis. Honey's another one I didn't really pay too much attention to. I mean, sure, he loves sweets, he can kick ass, blah, 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 fuckity fuck, fuck. But, I don't know. Honey, there's not really much I can say about him because his whole thing is not really expanded upon, just like Mori. Most of the characterization I saw went to the others, and Mori and Honey kind of got the short end because they're kind of like twins, except they really are like two two parts that can't like be without each other, to be honest, more so than twins, which is kind of funny. But with Honey's a privileged little brat. In a sense that he sometimes is thoughtless. Mostly because of the angle of Mori and Honey's relationship. Like you guys said like earlier, and I agree with completely, that at some point Honey completely mistreated Mori in a way. Maybe, most likely he didn't do it intentionally because he's a kid. No, I mean, really. When he was younger, he did not know any better. And a lot of people don't teach that to children. How and why they got their relationship working, it actually could have been because of the martial arts. For the most part, I kind of see Honey getting humbled. Getting some humble pie. But only because he let his own ego kind of do it. And so, I mean, this is only my interpretation of what I think happened. I'm not quite certain it's true or not. But considering what I know about the whole servant-master relationship, it's very easy. You can very easily see how it could have been abused and how Honey could have been humbled by Mori himself. Because they kind of take on a little bit of each other's personalities a little. Maybe not entirely. But, let's see. For Honey, aside from him loving sweets and being all cute and shit, he's a manipulative little shit. He manipulates people using his cuteness. He relies on that shit like crazy. And because it works very well. So, while he is nice, and he does understand some things, because I will stand by the fact that he is quite intelligent, and again, like Kyoya and Karu, he can see relationships quite better than other people can. And I think he does very well genuinely care about other people. But again, like everyone else, he has the pressure of being the firstborn and the first son and thus the heir. So he's going to have some issues there in wondering whether or not he can do it. However, we don't really see him express this anxiety. But it's probably because the anxiety of the pressures of not only just growing up, but of what he might end up doing is probably shown in how much he eats his sweets and plays the whole little boy act. It's a way of him trying to, deal with it. And then there's the whole I don't grow up bit, but it doesn't really matter too much with him. I mean, he doesn't seem to be distressed about that. His little brother is distressed about it, but he's not.
Yatachika is just a weird little person.
Yeah. So, Honey is Honey. He's a little manipulative brat, but he means well, and he doesn't mean to hurt anyone, and he just wants people to have fun. And that's all I got on him, to be honest. I ain't got much. As for sexuality, what sexuality? He has sweet. He don't need you.
I love you for that. That's awful.
You don't.
Oh my god, I'm making that my tagline on DA now. I gotta.
Honey don't need you.
Well, the only ones left are the twins, but I doubt we could kill you. We don't want to kill you with those two.
You won't. Because I'll just lump them in together and it'll work out somehow. So, the twins. The Fred and George of honor. You know I was going to make that joke.
Yeah.
Everybody does.
Of course, it's so obvious. But yeah, again, as you have told me, I was mistaken about which one was the oldest. Hikaru is short-tempered, Karu is more even-tempered and calm. Why this is? Not entirely quite sure. But it happens. I mean, it's not like it's an unusual phenomenon that never occurs. There's always one twin in the set that is the calm and rational one to the hot-headed one. So with Karu and Hikaru, surprisingly enough, Karu is actually the more mature of the two. And I'm willing to bet he is the least clingiest of the two as well. Mostly because he was willing to let Hikaru go and be happy if he wanted to get with Haruhi. And he could see that Hikaru liked Haruhi. And to him, he thought that was a positive and good thing, because it means that his brother can reach out to other people besides the people in their little host club group before Haruhi came. This also means that Hikaru has issues that are more near and dear to his heart. He takes things a lot harder than Karu does, in a way. It's kind of funny. They're nothing alike. But where it counts the most, they are quite alike. But for the most part, they are actually nothing alike at all. Hikaru, being his fiery tempered self, just can't handle change too well. He really can't. I think the whole thing with the maid that could tell them apart hit him harder. He's the one that I think that is the most, that wants to be more of an individual than Karu is. Karu's kind of laid back. He doesn't care one way or another. He just wants peace, and he wants his brother to be happy, and he wants to be happy himself. So that's kind of probably why he doesn't react in the same manner as Hikaru does at some things. Karu, honestly, could probably adapt to change a lot easier and a lot better. To be honest, I think because Hikaru is born first, he's actually a dominant person of the pair, so he usually decides where they should go, even though Karu probably is like, dude, no, not this shit again. But he won't actually make too much of a fuss because he's behind his brother 100%. Even when his brother is wrong, he's behind his brother 100%. And that's because, in a weird way, he might feel this as well, but they feel that they have no one but each other. And because they feel that they have no one but each other, then they need to rely on each other. However, Hikaru is more reliant on their relationship than Karu is. So, yeah. As for sexuality, honestly, I think one of them is at least gay. But both or either one could actually be bisexual.
Wow, we did the whole host club. Yay!
Yeah.
I found it wrong.
I should get a medal.
Okay. Ooh. The next part, which is my best of faves, is MOMR3's mission. The girls are back in town. Yeah.
Oh, yay!
I think
As many-
you hit a new note.
Huh?
Because that was such a high-pitched little squeal there.
What? Oh, the yeah.
Yeah.
Well, I was singing the Titan Maximum theme in my head. So, yeah. Okay. Anyway, MOMR3, or Maidens in Music Room 3, woo woo, is a group that 7 crazy girls came up with one day on a nice, cool January day after a lot of crap went down. So, basically, it consists of our dear Roselight, cute little pie, yeah. Miss Who, even though I think she's quiet now, I think she disappeared again.
Oh, I'm here.
Yay, Miss Who.
I've just been listening to you guys talk.
Yay.
Okay.
Yeah, I'm a very quiet kind of person, so.
We hug you. Tsukino Kage, our crazy, musical-obsessed Scottish chick that we love to death. Our resident otaku, Izuna Uchiha. I don't remember the rest of the screen name. I'm so sorry. I am so sorry. Sorry, Roxy, if you're listening. Our new blood, Marukinhina. Dang, I'm sorry.
Kurino Hime.
Thank you.
This is going to be so much fun just to listen to you guys try to pronounce names.
And our resident raver and our correspondent in Japan, Miracle Raver DJ Melody, my homie, my best friend I've been with for 7 years, basically. The other girls are 6.
I'm 6 too?
You're 6? Yeah, I haven't known you that long. Wait. No, 4. 5 years. 5 years coming up 5.
Yay, our anniversary. Where'd you get me?
A boot to the head.
What, no ice cream?
No, screw you. Ice cream all mine. Mine.
That's it. That's going to leave a turtle in Jen's bed.
Anyway.
Wait, we're not supposed to eat the ice cream? Sorry.
So, anyways, the 7 girls, they're maidens. They come into the host club actually goes out and find them, rather than the girls walking into the music room. They find each of the girls in their individual clubs, and some of them are reluctant to join. Like, for example, Kage was reluctant to join, but she was charmed by Haruhi. Tanuki, him and his and Sally's relationship is interesting. They're interesting. And basically the girls everybody say they're clones of the guys, but they're not. They're actually not clones of the guys.
They're
We're not even close to how the hosts are. Who says that?
A lot of idiots.
We're
No offense
we're
to
not
people
even,
who do say it.
We're not even close to how the hosts are.
Yeah, but people have their fixed opinions, and you know how it is. But that's okay. If people have opinions, we can respect that. You notice I didn't do a disclaimer, didn't you? Anyway, each of the girls, when they first meet, it's a lot of drama that happens. The girls don't like each other. Well, except for Mimi, she's like the resident happy-go-lucky sweetie pie. She's a kitten. She's adorable, so it's okay. She's team pet, basically.
That and she was found in her art club, so any excuse to draw more stuff helps.
Mm-hmm. Whereas, like, Tanuki's girl, Sally, she is basically this real sergeant-esque character. She's a raver, yes, but when they first find her on the football field, she doesn't say hi to them. she goes straight for Hikaru and yells at him for being late for band practice. Because he skipped that day. Because Hikaru's on the drum line and he is made of wind. Then we have the whole storyline with Romy and Kaoru. Kaoru can cook. And we have this whole running gag of the fact that Hikaru, when they were kids, blew up Kaoru's Easy Bake Oven.
Kaoru should really just stop trying to even cook. Because one of these days somebody's going to die from his cooking.
You can't kill someone with an Easy Bake Oven. I've tried.
Oh.
Well, he blew Kaoru's up. And he's blown up a propane grill.
Seriously.
The only reason he didn't get blown to Kingdom Come with it is because he ran.
Who, Hikaru?
Yeah.
Sometimes I think
ran.
Hikaru probably did that because Karu's paying attention to something else more than him.
Oh my god, that could be it.
Yeah,
But he tries to cook.
Hikaru gets very jealous, I've noticed.
Yeah.
Really jealous.
Told you he doesn't like change.
No, he doesn't.
And we have Mori Senpai, who's adapted this epic trollish personality. He trolls the life out of the other host club members. Exactly. That's actually the ringtone on his phone.
Yeah, that totally should be.
And Tanuki has acquired the nickname Lord Vergimort, he who shall not be laid.
He'll probably get laid anyway, just in spite. I'm actually surprised he hasn't. I mean, he's such a needy kind of character. I'm surprised he hasn't gotten laid by several women by now. Or men.
Not for fear of trying, mind you.
Yeah,
Fair enough.
he is rejected.
No, but I'm still kind of surprised. I mean, out of all of them, I expect him to be the one that has given the booty up.
Well, he's probably waiting for the right girl.
Lovely, cute excuse, but okay, I'll buy it because it's your story.
Oh, come on. It's actually... Oh, I'm actually going to include... You know what? Thank you.
What?
Include that.
What?
I love you.
What?
Oh,
The explanation of why he's still Lord Vergimort.
Or
You should have gave me these ideas. Oh.
what? Wait a minute. What? I don't even know.
The whole thing about him not giving it up to a girl.
Oh, next
Yeah.
up to a girl. Yeah, that actually makes more sense, to be honest. Because then that means he won't repeat his father's mistake. Well,
Exactly.
not to mention he might just be attracted to both, so it doesn't matter.
Oh my god, but I love that is made of win right there.
Welcome.
Hey, we rebooting it anyway, so we gotta do something. I love it. Then we have the is it archetype or archetype?
Archetype.
Archetype of the nerd and the cheerleader,
Okay.
Kilia and Jenny. These two are freaking hilarious. They have the whole family feud thing. Their families hate each other.
Nat hates him more.
Yeah. And mind you, she has multiple cousins up here at the school.
It's an
For
And they
no
all hate
explained
one person.
reason.
Exactly.
Hey, mine at least have an explanation.
Yeah.
Yeah, well,
Yes,
yes.
does. Well, the others do too. It's just nobody. It hasn't gotten to the point where everybody explained it because it doesn't seem important yet, or they get explained the whole theory of no, wait. Lacey is one of her cousins, and Lacey is there because she wants to go to school with her cousin, but they're in different classes. So yeah, but yeah, poor Kilia. The Morale family hates his guts. And he gets tortured more than the other hosts do.
It's mostly because they hate his family. It's less to do with him, but more to do with his family.
Yeah. And we have the sweet little well-meaning ditzy cheerleader who, honestly, acquired the nickname Suoette because everyone assumes she's a clone of Tanuki. A female clone, even though she agrees with them, and she's shopping buddies with them, and they go to the Holy Land, a.k.a. the Gap, with each other every now and then.
That is
But-
terrifying.
I got the whole gland.
Because the clothes are beautiful.
Yeah.
It's the hose band.
I mean, you're rich. You could go to like fashion week and get the clothes right off the models. Like, yeah, I would like that in my size. Make it now. Thank you.
Tanuki doesn't like couture clothing, or else he would be a Rizarati fan like Jimmy. He finds the clothing really weird. But then again, the dude only makes clothing for women. But yeah, then there's the whole cute little lolly and talented swimmer / ballerina, Honey and Crystal. These two are a brand new couple because he was originally paired with somebody else, but
She who will not be named.
thank you. Creative differences happened, and she basically got written out. So Crystal showed up, and Honey fell in love with her, and they're an interesting pair.
Yeah, because
He
it's
usually
kind of interesting to look at someone so short who's probably about the same height as eyeline as her boobs.
Yeah, it is. He is.
Isn't that what most guys want?
And the fact that he almost suffocates when she hugs him.
Exactly.
And she owns a swimsuit that's twins made for her that looks like a mermaid's top, and the top doesn't fit so well, and Honey nearly drowns every time he sees her in it.
We're just gonna have to get him some nose plugs.
Yeah.
Man, I hope Honey has enough hormones to get anything.
Yeah.
Well, he grows in some chapters. He finally grows.
Woo! Let's hope that pituitary gland is in overdrive.
And then we have the cute little tall drink of water who used to be referred to as a piece of furniture, and the cute little kitten that he loves to death, Mimi and Mori. These two are interesting, basically. And it's been proven in canon that Mori has a thing for small, cute things.
That's true. Which probably explains Honey.
And there's less worry about, the fact Mimi is so little in a chapter that takes place technically in the future. Thanks to Kyo-chan, she gets cured of her illness.
Mm-hmm.
So, I always wanted to ask you, Rosie.
Mm-hmm.
What does Mimi think of her future with Mori? I mean, considering he is the vassal, and he pretty much probably has the expectation of raising his kids in his tradition, what would Mimi do?
Well, actually, I wrote at some point, I'm not sure where it got put, an explanation of that in that Mimi actually goes up to Honey and offers herself to pretty much be a vassal of the Honey Nozuka clan.
That actually solves a lot of things. And that was one of the questions I had, because I was thinking about it. I was like, wait a minute. Mori is pretty comfortable at whatever he's doing. Would there be conflict? Would there not be conflict? I don't know.
Well, there was a chapter planned where Honey and Mimi actually do get into this smallish argument.
Well, they should, actually. I mean, considering the timeline is 2006, 2007, most people would kind of consider the whole thing kind of antiquated. So it's kind of like, the fuck y'all doing this for?
But yeah, she actually, she seeks out Honey and asked to join his clan as a she words it a certain way. I haven't figured out exactly how, but pretty much words it to offer her services as a fellow vassal along with Takashi. And then Honey accepts it so that way they can stay together and Takashi can stick with his whole wanting to stay as a pseudo vassal.
Though, technically,
I actually found the picture that has the explanation on it.
Technically, though, even if she does marry him, she doesn't necessarily have to make them. Well, actually, yeah, she would. Once she married him, she would have to make the whole vow of upholding the relationship and shit like that. And it's more so the idea, the whole disclosure that, hey, you get involved with him, this is what he does, are you cool with this shit?
Pretty much. And I, very shortly after we came up with the fact that she ends up with Takashi, I started thinking about that and planning that from the get-go.
Yay, someone who thinks
you are made of women often for that. Oh yeah, Mimi does have her own future story coming up after. I can't remember. She doesn't. Wait. Let me look at the pictures. The idea, because I'm not sure. Does she get married next or do? Okay, Shiro gets married after Sally and Tanuki does. So Mimi is next after Shiro.
Okay.
This is going to be interesting.
Yeah, we get to write it.
I just mean it's interesting. And he's like, so who's getting first? Me.
Oh, Crystal and Honey got married first. Crystal and Honey got married. Then Tanuki and Sally. Then Shiro and Hikaru. Then Mimi and Mori. Then... Wait, huh? Wait. 2, 3, 4, 5. Okay, then... Wait.
Fine.
Hold on. Okay, then Haruhi and Kage. Then Haruhi and Kage. Then Jenny and Kyoya. And finally, Romy and Kaoru are the last two.
Lost count, did you?
Yes.
Oh, I just like confusing the shit out of you. It's fun.
There are too many of us to count. Oh, Haruhi and Kage are a special case. I love these two to death together.
Of course they're a special case. They're lesbians.
And everybody on fanfiction.net loves the lesy thing. They really do.
Well, it's not that far-fetched to see Haruhi with a woman.
Mm-hmm.
You know, especially a woman like Kage who... Well, Kage.
Kage is like this beautiful lotus flower that's dangerous. She has thorns. And she can protect
lotus flower
Haruhi.
doesn't have thorns, roses do. And so do cactus.
She's a rebel. She is a rebel. She can get away with it.
She's a mixed breed.
Yeah.
Your analogy scares me very, very much.
Yeah, Kage could protect Haruhi, and basically they have the whole relationship where they build off of each other, where Kage can help Haruhi see that she needs a little bit of help with opening up more, and Haruhi can have Kage open up more and, see past the whole little thing that Kage thinks she's just an unclassy farm girl. Did I say that right?
What? Yeah. Y'all know I'm lost, right? Oh, yeah, that's right. I never read the profile.
Uh-huh. And, honestly, it's just their story is really sweet and romantic. It is. Then, Shiro and Hikaru are both energetic couples. These two are like oil and vinegar half the time with each other.
They don't mix?
Well, they sort of do, but
oil
it's like...
Oil and vinegar doesn't mix. Well...
It can if you stir it enough.
Yeah.
So basically
and
you want them to get hot enough to actually... Okay.
Their relationship is heated, trust me. In a lot of the chapters, they get heated. And the fact that Shiro can calm Hikaru down, like he's not all hot-headed all the time. Because she can match it perfectly. And, Hikaru's like, oh, I can't get angry at Shiro because she'll fight back at me. And the fact that Shiro gets along with both the twins make it a plus because it's like she can distract Hikaru while Kaoru's off cooking with Romy or going out with her. But those two are normally in the kitchen all the time, so it's okay. And Shiro is the unfortunate one who burnt her tongue on Hikaru's hot Kool-Aid.
Hot Kool-Aid.
Hot Kool-Aid.
That explains a lot.
Let's see, she's eating his cookies, his death cookies, even though Mori did too. She's eating his death curry. She had to have her stomach pumped after she ate the Valentine's chocolate he made for her.
What?
Yeah.
Did he make it on White Day? Because that's the day they return chocolate. Or did they do a reversal?
a reversal because Hikaru is just weird like that.
I could see them doing the American version just to try it for once.
Mhm. Let's see. He almost singed Shiro's eyebrows off when he was trying to flambe. Basically, Shiro will need a life insurance plan if she marries Hikaru.
She doesn't already?
No.
Well, she's got she has the family one, but she'll need a special one when they're married.
Yeah.
So in case of death, it's actually his fault.
Yeah. I think Hikaru would accidentally kill all his wives with his cooking.
You say wives. This would be interesting.
He'll end up getting remarried if he accidentally kills her or something. But Shiro lives long enough because she knows better now since the hot Kool-Aid incident. All those other times just happened because she kind of didn't learn her lesson. But, yeah. Basically, all of the pairings in MOMR3 make sense half the time if we get it right.
No kidding.
And the hosts do have new additions to their personalities. Tanuki likes disco.
Not quite sure why, but he loves disco.
Oh, because one day when he was 14 years old and he came to the Suo mansion, he found his dad's old disco costume and shoes and records and stuff in the storage closet because it was exploring the mansion, and he got hooked on it.
I didn't realize disco was such a big thing in Japan.
I double-checked it to make sure. And he got hooked on it. Then he met Sally, and basically that's their thing. Let's see, Mori can dance like Michael Jackson. And he's in the Ouran High School Smooth Criminals Michael Jackson Tribute Club.
Oh, God.
That's awesome.
He can actually dance. Hikaru is in the marching band. He plays the snare drum, and he can play the guitar. Kaoru's in home economics, because he can cook, and he can sew, so it's like, yeah. Honey Senpai, I really didn't come up with anything for him. I was going to say he does ballet, but it's like...
Well, he could, considering that karate and ballet probably do give him the most ways to exercise. Not only that, if he does ballet, he can also become more flexible than he is of doing just karate.
Oh my God, I love that!
Well, I only say it because... I kind of lived it.
A lot of football players also do ballet.
Exactly. My friend who was in ballet with me since we were like 6 became a football player, and my ballet teacher at the time said she taught a lot of football players because they needed to be more flexible. And that's what happened. Same thing can apply to karate. Some kids in my ballet school, along with me, took karate and ballet at the same time. Not saying I stuck with karate long, but...
Oh my God, I love that. Okay, he's in the ballet club. Haruhi, she's on the Muggle Quidditch team as of last spring.
Nice. She's
on the Muggle Quidditch team.
So is she the referee? Because I can totally see her just being the referee and going like, this is bullshit.
Yeah.
Like, really, you guys? Really?
Did you guys really not pay attention to the rules at all? And one more. This is my life. What the fuck?
Tanuki is on the Double Dutch team, and
why would Tanuki be on the Double Dutch team though?
Yeah, if anything, he'd play field hockey or lacrosse.
Yeah, he's more of a field hockey or lacrosse type person.
Well, I wasn't done, and he plays soccer.
See, I said soccer.
Yeah. He's Double Dutch team in the winter and soccer in the summer.
But how do you get into Double Dutch? Double Dutch is usually like a U.S.-based thing, and usually...
In Japan, it's actually there, too.
Yeah, but it started here first.
I know,
Shit.
but
But
he
I'm still
just
trying to
doing
figure out how he got introduced into their school, particularly, especially.
No, wait, my bad. Back it up. Calvary was on the double Dutch team. Tanuki's is in the marching band. He's a drum major with Sally. I forgot.
Okay.
What?
Yeah, Tanuki and Sally are drum majors. Cause Tanuki can dance. I'm sorry.
Oh, but I'm still kind of confused about the double Dutch team just a little bit. Consider
I had to remember it was Calvary who's on the team.
Yeah, but I'm still trying to say, how did he get introduced into Ouran? Since Ouran itself seems like one of those old prestigious schools, they're not just gonna let some random bullshit happen unless
It probably started as a club.
Yeah.
And then they saw how popular it was and made it into a sport probably only in the last year or so.
Yeah. I like that. That's a good idea.
You know, because that's how some schools that'll actually do Quidditch teams. It's because it started as a club and it just became so popular that it bypassed the basic club stuff.
Yeah.
Pretty much.
Well, that is true. That's how I got my anime club. High school.
Okay, and as for Kyoya, I haven't thought of it yet.
Well,
I was going to make him a cheerleader, but I was like, no.
Well, actually, yeah, there are male cheerleaders, especially in Japan, but they're always actually yelling in microphones and stuff.
Yeah.
Exactly, and Kyoya wouldn't do that.
Well,
Why not make him a filmmaker?
Oh my god, I love that!
Filmmaker, manager, both work.
Yeah.
Filmmaker, yeah, that works.
Yeah.
Because his cousin's in the Idols Club, so yeah.
Okay, and then he'd basically either be the executive producer or maybe even the camera guy.
Oh my god, I love that. Thank you.
You're welcome.
Yeah,
Okay.
Fill the school, represent.
I didn't believe Huh?
Which cousin? There were so many cousins.
Kyoya's cousin Arista. His American cousin.
So much family.
Yeah.
I don't really remember that one. There's so many. They all look alike after a while. Which
Arista showed up a while back. I don't use her often.
That's probably why I don't know.
Yeah.
Yeah, I mean, it's just like there's two clients that have not really shown up, and Mimi's got an American cousin who's in the U.S. Marines.
And then there's me.
Uh-huh. And then, of course, you can't forget the gals. Eileen, she is made of wind and awesome, and she's adorable. She is kind of like, she showed up in the music room, and she hung out with the twins. They're her best friends. And at first, Hikaru did have a crush on her for the longest time until he got with Shiro. But yeah, he's overprotective of her like an overprotective older brother is.
So annoying how protective of her he is. Oh my god. Eileen actually wears a necklace Hikaru gave her for her 16th birthday all the time. I think it's an amethyst flower. Oh.
Just an amethyst pendant, I think.
And I thought it went into a flower though.
Remember I redesigned it.
Right, okay, right. Sorry. Eileen is actually in a couple of the sports clubs that I haven't really written. I should start writing those.
She should be a cheerleader.
No.
No more cheerleaders. Cheerleaders are evil except for Jenny.
Eileen is in she's on the baseball team. And she's in the swim club. That's how she met Crystal, actually. She met Crystal on just a random swimming day, and then Crystal convinced her to join the swim club. What else is she in? She's in one other club. I can't remember what it is. Give me a second, guys. Gotta find it.
And Eileen is dating Tanuki's cousin.
Yeah.
Yes, the bad boy leather wearing leather motorcycle riding cousin of Tanuki's.
And they are the perfect lion and lioness pairing.
On the French side. Isn't it from the French side?
Yes.
Yeah, the French side. Basically, Leo's story is tragic. It's very tragic the way we're writing it right now.
Oh, yeah.
His family is messed up.
Oh, yeah.
But his and Eileen's relationship is just full of energy and dynamic and cute.
And arguing. And yelling.
They don't argue that much anymore.
Not as much as they used to. It's more Eileen and Hikaru that really argue, actually.
Yeah.
About Leo, because Hikaru doesn't like him at all. It's freaking hilarious, some of the arguments those two have.
Yeah. And,
okay,
what's 17? Because I got to cover the other 3 gals.
Come on, you stupid computer, speed up.
Shit. What?
That was really random.
That's because something fell, okay?
I didn't do it.
Yes, you
I did it. Dum, dum, dum.
Rose, how could you? I'm not
Okay, having issues finding stuff.
No, that's in my honor.
She's in the drama club.
Is she?
Yeah.
Is that on her profile?
I got to go back and look at it, but yeah.
Oh, crap.
I'm in the club group. I'm in the group thing right now looking.
Yes, so am I.
Me too.
I'm working on art again.
Yeah.
Of me.
Because I got to cover Lacey and the other girls.
Yep.
This fun.
This is magically fun. And we do have secondary cast, the Manga, Miss Nat, and Miss, and Nell will have a character. I will create one just for her.
Oh, you don't have to do that.
I want to. I love you. I love you.
Thanks.
No, you're getting into one way or another.
I noticed.
Okay, here we go. Okay, Eileen's extracurricular activities. Dance lessons, singing lessons. She's in the art club, so she hangs out with Mimi then. And she's in the swim club.
Oh,
And
that's
she's
drama.
and sports teams are ice skating and baseball teams, so she has a lot going on after school.
Does she do this thing called resting? Because I've heard people do it, but I'm not quite sure she knows what it is.
Oh, and she has Paris, the host club kitten.
Yes, the mischievous little brat of a kitten.
Who doesn't like Hikaru?
No, Paris does not like Hikaru at all, because Hikaru smells like death to
Who's Paris?
Paris
The kitten!
is the kitten.
He's better than other animals, basically. And he knows Hikaru smells like death. Okay.
Yes.
I'm pretty sure other animals would agree.
As I put it in one of the writing sessions with Jenny, with Pie, I think.
Yeah.
He smelled of rotting things.
He is the next one.
Okay. Next, I guess. Okay, Lacey is the glamorous one. She's Jenny and Nat's cousin. Her and Jenny are the same age, but she's in class D. There is a reason for this. The officials at Ouran Academy were warned ahead of time by the Morale family that all of the Morale cousins couldn't be in the same classes.
Because they destroy things.
Yes. The family, basically, they had to spread them out. Basically, they had to spread all of them out. The school was overrun by a lot of them. So, there are a lot of cousins there. But Lacey, she's the normal one. She doesn't get into too much trouble. But everyone assumes she's the Yakuza of the family. And a lot of people kind of sort of have iffy things about her. But she's cool. And she has been on the trips with the host and maidens a lot. And she has the glamorous spike, because she's on the volleyball team, that is more deadly than Tanuki's Starlight Kick. And she's dating Kasanoda. And she brings out the best in Kasanoda. She really does.
Yeah.
Because she's the only one she's the only girl to ever approach him, besides Haruhi, in a genuine way that she, like, Lacey's in love with him. And Katsunoda was surprised because he's, like, thinking the whole, he's a monster, he scares people, he has a face only a mother could love.
He does have a face only a mother can love, and apparently Lacey, too.
And apparently Lacey's the mother.
Oh, God, don't let her hear you say that.
Lacey, you are the parent.
Oh, God.
So basically, Lacey and Katsunoda, we gotta explore more of their relationship. But from what I can tell, Katsunoda is very shy around her.
Oh.
And he has to be careful of what he does in fear of losing her.
Well, I mean, I wouldn't be surprised if he was kind of nervous around all women after what happened with Haruhi and seeing her maidenliness, as the joke went.
Well, he's seen more with Lacey, so.
Ooh.
But I shouldn't have said that.
Dang. Just all out there, Kai.
But, yeah, their relationship is adorable. And then we have the forbidden teacher-student relationship.
Ooh.
Dear sweet Helen Saijo, I think that's how you pronounce her name? Saijo? Last name?
Sounds right.
I don't know, but she's the lovely, beautiful, model-esque gal.
For a model-esque gal, she's having a forbidden romance.
Yeah. She comes from a family where her mother's this top model that pressures her into doing modeling too, and she doesn't like it. And she has sort of a eating disorder too.
Lovely.
So poor Helen, she's a childhood friend of my girl. Yay, yay, yay. Anyways, and she's in a relationship with Reiichi Murakami, who's the class 2A's homeroom teacher, chemistry teacher, and newly appointed academic advisor of the host club.
Uh-oh.
That guy's got his work cut out for him.
It's still nothing but trouble, actually.
Yeah. Well, the host club has to study, and so do the maidens.
No, I just mean his relationship with a student, because, really forbidden. Actually, really, rules are against that.
Yeah. Well, it's actually forbidden, but yet the two of them are in secret. They don't officially get together until Helen's out of out of high school.
Yeah, it would have to be until she was out of that school, particularly.
I think I had to double check. I don't remember, but yeah. And he is really overprotective of her. It's adorable. And he's the chemistry dungeon lord. Everyone in the school is afraid of him. Basically, oh my God, yes.
Snape without the whole I kill all muggles.
Well, Snape without the Lily obsession.
Yeah.
Basically, everybody in the school assumed Murakami Sensei is this bad guy. That he's horribly strict. But he has this best friend from college. Minako Kono, the homeroom teacher at Class 1B. She's basically this blonde, ditzy airhead. This teacher who, does anything she wants. She never gives her students attention. She never yells at them. Whereas compared to Murakami Sensei, who gives the students attention and yells at them. And basically, she undermines his authority in front of every student in the school. So, their relationship is interesting. But they're best friends. Those two don't like each other, thank goodness. And, anyways, Murakami Sensei's office, when it comes to academic advisor for the host club, it becomes the secondary music room 3, basically. The host and maidens hang out in his office.
I bet he loves that.
It got redecorated. It has candy dispensers on the walls, beanbag chairs, flat screen TVs with game systems. Yeah. And it's painted a pretty pastel orange. And he doesn't like Tanuki. He does not like him.
Really? I didn't notice. Well, I mean, everything you said about this guy is totally banged up and off. Really. I mean, what couldn't he not like about, I don't know, the president's child, who he probably thinks is abusing his father's position to do whatever the fuck he wants.
Well, Tama is just,
And he's also crazy.
Murakami and Tanuki's relationship is interesting. We haven't dove into that yet, but they kind of do have an understanding right now. It's kind of nice. It's just weird at the same time. But yeah, Tanuki is one of those students that make teachers want to pull their hair out.
So basically, Tanuki is Harry Potter to his Snape. Okay.
Oh my god, yes! I like that. Okay, then the last gal is the sassy gal. Scarlett Moore. She's adorable. She's not related to Sally. No relation. Scarlett is this adorable young lady. She is a middle schooler. She's the youngest. And she's just has this sassy way about her. She's kind of like Tinkerbell, but not as bitchy as Tinkerbell is. And Scarlett has a fiery temper. She's made of wind for that. She doesn't take anyone's crap, basically.
She's British sassy.
Yeah, British sassy. She has this way.
Absolutely.
She has this way about her. She's so snarky, but it's adorable. And she's musically talented too. She plays the guitar, I think so, yeah, the guitar. She gets along with everyone. She hangs out with Eileen. That's her gal's best friend.
Yeah, big sister.
Yeah.
And actually,
dating. Huh?
The player of Scarlett and I kind of made that official between us. They're like sisters.
Yay, that's adorable. And Scarlett's dating a Yakuza kid. He's a high schooler, first year. His name's Hiroki Sumiyoshi. Hiroki is this douche. He is a douche to the other Yakuza kid. He gets chased down the hallway on a daily basis, basically. Every time he pulls a prank on them, he runs. And unfortunately, on the one day he decides to pull a prank and turn them all purple, he gets chased to the music room, where he meets the host club. And he gets, he insults every single one of them. He nearly gets beaten up by Sally. Until Sally is dragged away by the other girls and tied to a chair. And he's basically, they call him Pineapple Boy, because his hair looks like a pineapple. And he has an obsession with pineapples. So, Pineapple Boy, you know. And him and Scarlett, they meet and they play chess. And all the while they're playing chess, he's insulting her, but she's ignoring him. And they find out later that they have something in common. They're Super Sentai fans. That Scarlett's creator came up with it. It was interesting. And he likes Super Sentai, and he hangs out with Kasanoda, so Kasanoda knows him, and he takes care of him. He scares the kids away who picks on Hiroki, even though Hiroki doesn't deserve the protection because he's the one who caused it. So yeah. But Hiroki's and Scarlett relationship is really interesting because they have this weird dynamic about each other. One minute they can love each other, then the next they hate each other. Love, hate, love, hate, love, hate, love, hate relationship sort of thing.
Sounds like
but
me
then
and
they
my
finally
cousins.
fall in love. Yeah. They fall in love after a while, thank goodness. And they marry from there, so it's cool. Yay. And honestly, I think that's it. Unless I do, that.
What?
Who is Jenny's cousin, younger cousin. And at one time, Nat and her did get along very well. They loved each other. They were an unstoppable cousin team. And until Nat transferred to Ouran, when her cousin transferred into Ouran, and she found out she was dating an Otori.
That was fun.
And Nat kind of decided, we haven't written it yet, this is going to be spoilers, but Nat decides from this day forward to protect the V card.
Yeah. Nat has decided that also not to mention, Jenny's brother also is paying her to do this.
Yeah.
So Nat's like, make a quick buck, protect the bee. It's good. I can do this. I like making him miserable.
Yeah, and she enjoys it.
Oh, yeah. Nat is my favorite little baby.
Uh-huh. And Nat has a thing about her. I don't know why. She pranks everyone in the host club.
Yeah, she does. She thinks they're completely stuck up, so she just does it just because. And because it's funny. It's quite funny.
Mm-hmm.
She's still going to do the whole sugarless gummy bear routine.
Ew, but those are so gross.
Do you know, Rose, do you guys know what we mean by the sugarless gummy bears?
I don't know, but I know real sugarless gummy bears are disgusting.
No.
Okay.
Haribo gummy bears, the sugarless ones, are reported to be laxatives.
Yeah, if you'd eat too many of them.
Yeah.
Oh, Mimi, I'm so sorry. It's Mimi who's going to be affected because honey is like the thing on Lord of the Rings, my precious.
And Nat is completely planning to do this to the club members and just switch out their usual sweets with the laxative one and just watch them go.
And she's kind of, Nat's relationships are interesting.
Oh, God. Yeah.
She has a lot of friends.
Yeah, she's friends with Scarlett and,
Alex and basically the middle schooler.
Yeah, because she is a middle schooler herself at the moment.
Yeah.
And, I mean, she's friends with Alex and Scarlett because they're basically on the same hall, so they often kind of help her with her pranks sometimes.
Mm-hmm.
And
don't worry, Mimi will eventually we'll find out about what happens after it happens and get revenge.
Yeah, but when it happens, it's going to be so much fun.
And Scarlett is, I mean not Scarlett, but Nat is friends with Tanuki's little brother.
Yeah, I created a little brother because there wasn't one.
Yeah, and the whole thing about stop making morale cousins.
Yeah, so I created two other ones. One is Tamaki's little brother, who is actually the child of Tamaki's father's first marriage. And his little brother completely hates his ass. Because all he's been fed all his life is the fact that Tamaki is nothing and he needs to be greater than Tamaki. So this is his mentality coming into this. He can't stand Tamaki. He thinks he's an idiot.
Yeah.
And there's all sorts of issues with that kid. Poor Crispin.
Aww. I love him though.
I know, a lot of people do, and I need to write for him more, but I don't.
Yes, he has to meet his cousin.
Which cousin? There's so many cousins.
Leo.
Oh,
he has to
yeah,
meet Jean-Pierre.
I need to do that. And then there's another one who is related loosely to Kyoya, because his brother, Shido, who was mentioned earlier, is married to, I can't say her name.
Fuyumi.
Fuyumi. And Fuyumi was the person that raised him because he was very young when his brother got married. So he kind of sort of adopted him. And his name is Nobuyuki. Short, we call him Yuki for short.
Oh, pretty.
Indeed. And so Yuki, what did he do? Oh yeah, Yuki is the bully to Crispin when Nat, Crispin, and Yuki were kids. But that's...
the music's getting loud.
Now.
Your music's getting
here. It's okay. So this is
wow.
It's like the music turned on just to spite me.
I know.
Well, maybe it's the ghost that
She doesn't realize that her mic is.
I don't think she does. Oh my goodness. Anyway.
I can't hear her.
Wow, hold on. Okay. Alright. What were you saying?
Yeah, like I was saying. Beautiful music there,
Yeah, beautiful music.
But, as I was saying.
What are you guys talking about?
We could hear the guitar.
Guitar.
Huh?
There was guitar music coming from your computer.
Yeah.
Okay.
Please don't.
It's the ghost.
Nell has a ghost.
Yeah, I has a ghost. She does. It likes music.
Anyway,
Yes.
about Yuki.
Okay. So yeah, I has music and it's by a ghost.
Yeah, beautiful.
Yeah. Guys, the guitar's across the room. And I don't play that well.
Oh my god, it's a ghost.
We heard like really, really, really good guitar music coming from your computer.
Yeah.
Well, thank you, but yeah, that was not me.
Ghost!
Podcast members, we have been visited by a ghost. Isn't that lovely? Very beautiful music. Tell her she's beautiful.
Yeah.
But, shit, I don't know what I was saying. Something about Nobuyuki, Nat, and Chris having weird relationship because it's three-way, and it's not individually just them as couples, it's just all three of them. Eventually. Eventually this will happen. Right now, it's not going to happen. At least not until they're in high school.
Uh-huh.
And, yeah. And I have other characters, but they're not really that important.
Well, they haven't appeared yet. They'll make appearances.
Yeah,
But yeah. Nat has a weird way of things, and her relationships are interesting.
That's just putting it mildly.
And she doesn't suffer from the inferiority complex of having a cousin that's, an Ouran girl. A host club girl.
Well, she does suffer from inferiority complex because of the family. But, that's probably also part of her whole issue with things. She doesn't want to be her cousin, but she gets compared to her cousin. So it's kind of like, I don't want to be you, but I want to get back.
Starting again.
Uh-oh.
Starting again.
I?
That time it was Spanish, I swear.
It was you, wasn't it?
Okay, yeah, this time it's me.
Okay.
You do note that she said this time.
That's why I'm like, wait a minute, what? That was interesting. I don't think it's her this time. Well, I did say we were going to have a special guest. Oh, right, the guest. Interesting we're on Ouran because, ironically enough, I mentioned that we were going to have a special guest. Okay, not the ghost.
Obviously.
I would hope not.
That was special enough.
But I managed to go into the anime world and pull out this magical device that was able to make anime guys come to life.
Oh, that'd be great.
And I'm not sure. I'm trying to contact his spirit right now and see if he's here.
No more spirits.
We've dealt with one ghost now.
Well, this one's actually a friendly ghost.
So was the other one, but still.
No. I'm not sure if I'm not sure if he'll appear because, yeah, he's busy. He would be busy.
I'm sorry, this line is busy.
Please recall this ghost later.
Even though he owes me a favor because I saved his life at one time. Okay, I didn't save his life. I shared half a bag of snacks with him.
That counts.
But he's amazing, and I doubt his spirit will appear. If he does, I'll be happy. But if he doesn't, you blonde moron. Yeah. I don't think he's going to visit tonight. Maybe another night, but tonight I doubt it. Because he's not answering. So I guess the ghost was interesting enough. I guess that was his calling card to indicate that he was here. He just decided to troll us that way.
Like, I don't want to be here today. I'm just going to send a creepy ghost to freak everyone out.
Yeah. So, or he probably got lost because, yeah, or he was kidnapped for ransom by a certain pigtailed blonde.
What?
What?
I'm not wearing pigtails today.
Yeah, me either.
The one who had the magical plot device taken from him.
Oh.
But anyway, I guess he's not going to appear tonight. Damn. I'll yell at him later since he's under contract. But yeah. But all in all, MOMR3 is a fun group. We love having guests, and you guys are made of women awesome. And I am pleased to work with my team because we want to bring you the best, and we're not jerks, no matter what people say.
We're
lot
only
of
jerks if you're jerks first.
Yeah.
What a jerking circle.
Uh-huh. And we're not crazy fangirls. We just know the fandom well, and we love it because there may be a lot of groups, but you took the time out to visit ours, and it was beautiful and lovely. And we do our best to get everything done. So, in short, MOMR3 will always be here, and we shall welcome you. So, yeah. Basically, we love our guests. We love you guys. So, if you guys come and visit, stop on by, choose your favorite maiden, or choose your favorite host, or gal, or even the secondary cast, or the masters, for the male version of the gal.
Do I look like I cater to somebody?
Well, that secondary cast, she appears no matter what. She just hasn't made an official appearance yet because I don't know where to place her just yet.
Don't worry. If you need someone to get hurt, she'll be the one to hurt them.
Yeah. And she's the cousin that, yeah, she will make an appearance. There are a lot of things that we're doing for the reboot. I'm going to post up the reboot button that was pressed by an evil Furby. Yeah, an evil Furby pressed the reboot button.
Okay.
So everything rebooted. Everything from the Ouran series was wiped out, and everything's been rewritten. And the maidens appear before before the water park episode. They appear much earlier than originally planned. It gives Mimi and Crystal time to date Mori and Honey instead of them rushing through their relationship.
While we weren't able to get the original guest, I was able to round up a secondary.
Oh. Do I have to, I gotta summon him, don't I?
No, I got him.
Oh.
Oh boy.
We have a guest?
Ooh.
Ooh.
And
The anticipation kills me.
Yes.
Well, if it isn't the lovely ladies of Music Room 3.
Wow. Nice
Oh,
voice.
please.
Nice.
Yeah. Please hold your applause.
Hi, Kyoya-senpai.
Oh, wow.
Hello. I hope I'm not interrupting anything. I simply came to see how everyone was doing.
Quite fine, aside from the ghost, you know.
Yeah.
The ghost? Ah. Well, I will have a word with Nekazawa, see if he has anything he can do about it.
Oh, that was the ghost.
Again. I guess the ghost really likes
Well, it seems like you have everything under control here. I'm going to go and make sure Tanuki hasn't broken anything.
That might be a good idea.
Are you okay?
Are you okay?
I mean,
Yeah.
I think they're in, like, shock. They're...
Well, thanks, Kyo-chan.
You're quite well.
They're just dropping in.
I know, right? Oh.
I summoned the wrong guy, but Shabam!
I think Kai is, like, dead now.
Yeah, I think so too.
I'm sorry. I lost my ladylike. Oh, Kyopon's hot. Anyway. So, yeah. Our guest.
And in one day, the world's completely dissolved to squeak.
I know, right?
I'll take over for this one. I think we should end the podcast here.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Next
So
week will be randomness. So,
dear visitors of Cloudy Tea Party and Maidens of Music Room 3. This is Miss Who signing off. I will see you all later. I will see you next week. And the week after next, I will be in a new location with my TARDIS. So make sure you guys can hone in on me and bring me to you, okay?
Yeah, we'll make sure we get you a GPS.
Do those work on TARDISes? TARDI?
Actually, surprisingly, they do.
I was going to say why the hell not, but yeah, sure.
Okay.
That's all off, whatever. Peace out. Come on. Oh, shit.
Okay, before this dissolves into any more squeak, good night, everybody.
Night.
And so we say goodbye from Cloudy Party Tea Time.
So long.
This has been...
Okay, it's Sue signing off. I'll see you guys next week.
Yeah, we'll all see you next week when Pi is done squeeing. I think she'll be done squeeing. I'm not quite sure.
We'll hope. We'll just hope.
Okay.
Or if she hasn't, at least her voice will be gone, so we don't have to deal with it.
Yeah, that's true.
And thank you guys for having me on the show.
Yeah, thanks for coming out.
No.
That was fun. We should do a call sometime.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yes.
Maybe we should go home.
Rose, do you want to go?
Rose, want to be part of this tea time?
I'm probably going to be getting a part-time job soon, so I don't have a whole lot of time.
Aww.
We usually do it around nighttime, so.
Yeah.
We'll see. I mean, at the very least, I can definitely come back more.
Yay!
That would be awesome. And bring, and if you can, bring Kiyoya-senpai as well.
No, don't bring him. We'll never get
Oh, don't worry. Next time I can bring Sean Connery or something.
That'll work too.
Oh, lovely.
Okay. Oh, good night, peoples. We shall see you next week. It's back to the original format. We don't got any more specials this season.
Yeah.
So, we'll see you guys later. Bye!
Bye, and the universe is vast, and you are a speck.
Oh my
I have to do it. I can't.